us.
I don't care. I've got a huge problem with my headphones pressing into my glasses.
We were in the middle of a phone call. He barreled
He
into
doesn't know what goes on here.
He barreled
supposed
into
to
the office.
stand there like a goddamn robot.
I agree.
We haven't had one incident here in 4 years. He's security. He's got the cush job of a century. Just shut your fucking mouth.
I like
about
Ronnie.
me, about my glasses, about anything.
Oh my God! I think I'm gonna be tour guide.
Who's he to compare his glasses to yours?
Shut up,
He
Sal.
got his glasses at
Sal,
Ann Taylor.
Sal, you're an asshole.
I like Ronnie best when he sleeps in Scott's office.
Yeah.
Which he was doing the other day, by the way.
Well, wake him up when you see that.
Well, at least he's not talking to anybody in the hall.
We had a bunch of things we were gonna make noise with, and then he woke up right when we got there.
Yeah, he's standing security. I mean, the one thing the guy's got to do is be awake for 5 hours while I'm in the building.
Impossible.
Yeah, can't do it.
He's old. They sleep easily.
Something's going on out here.
What?
I don't know. I just heard shit being thrown.
Oh, no.
And I heard the words, "Don't fucking touch me."
Oh, no.
Who touched who?
What?
What's he doing?
I guess JD patted his shoulder. What happened?
Yeah, I patted his shoulder, and then he threw his walkie-talkie at me.
Here we go again.
Jesus.
He got to stop throwing things.
You know, he could be, you know, at the point where he's too volatile.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes the elderly can't control their
I'm telling you, what is he doing? Don't sit there and talk. Don't do shtick
Now we
about my
gotta tell
glasses.
people not to talk to Ronnie.
What's he doing? And he's throwing things again. I had a whole talk with him not to throw anything. Everybody's consumed with my glasses.
I think it's time.
I just talked to Ronnie in the car about it. I said, watch. I said, I got to switch my glasses. People carry on. Everything you do. What is he doing? What is he doing? The head of security is the most dangerous guy in the building.
Howard, he just barricaded himself in Scott's room.
Good.
You should have
That's where he should be.
The black security guards should come in and watch Ronnie.
You're not kidding.
Yeah.
Those guys, those black guys stand there. They just stand
They
there.
don't mix in. They do their
They
job.
don't mix in with the people. I love black people. They don't mix. They do their job. That's it. Stand there. These three black guys and one black woman, I see them every morning. They stand there. They got a suit and tie on. Black people are no nonsense.
Professional.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Every morning they say good morning. They like almost stand at attention. They do their job. They
That's
don't,
right.
They don't look at glasses. They don't look at. They don't.
And
go
I told that to
events.
Ronnie. I said, Ronnie, stop mixing it up with people. Don't comment. You see me. Well, I don't care what's going on. He starts some people. How come you're not making fun of Howard's glasses? You know, black people appreciate having a job.
Yeah, the other security guards, you say good morning, they're like, good morning. You say it to Ronnie, he's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
He's always like got an attitude.
Fuck you. I mean, fuck you. What is that?
Every morning he says to me, "What's your problem?"
I don't know a thing about the other security guards' lives. I don't know anything about those black guys. And that's the way it should be. Stand there and look, official. You know? Look like you want to rip someone's head off if they get out of line. That's what I'm looking for.
Well, he does look like that.
Yeah.
If you want, I haven't seen it yet, but Doug says they have the clip with audio of Ronnie throwing the walkie-talkie. Doug says it's good, but you got to bring up the audio if you want to hear it, Fred.
All right. Let me hear it.
Get out, you fucking asshole! Get out of here!
Oh, my God.
Don't fucking touch me!
Oh, I gave him hand and shoulder.
Oh, boy.
Now he's got to go retrieve his walkie-talkie.
Does that walkie-talkie still work?
I don't know.
And who's he in touch with anyway? Who's he talking
That's an
to?
amplifier for his hearing aid.
I think he listens to NASCAR on it.
What's he doing out there?
Oh my God.
But he's his own worst enemy. Because he started in with people. He's out there screaming about my glasses.
Right, he's trying to
Just
tell
shut
them
up.
that they should be involved with you.
Yeah, shut up. Stand there quietly. I asked the guy, he told me he was going to do it. He can't do it. He can't help himself.
Yeah, nobody asked for his opinion on your glasses. He came barreling into everybody.
Yeah. Don't worry about me, about what people say about me or say about you. Just stand there. Stand there. It's so easy, his job. If he just stands there, he won't do it. He's a yenta. He loves it. He became a whole personality with appearances, and don't ask. My worst nightmare has happened. I got a celebrity limo driver.
A celebrity security.
Yeah.
He's like Steve from
yeah,
the Jerry
exactly.
Springer show.
Yeah.
He'll spin off his own show.
He's got his own show now. Welcome to Celebrity Limo Driver. He's out there, don't touch me, throwing things. I mean, am I asking too much? I'm asking that guys don't pee in the same stall with each other and do crisscross.
Right.
And I'm asking Ronnie to stand there and do his job. Everyone like thinks I'm playing around here because I have fun at work. They think they're supposed to be having fun. This is fun.
But you're still not doing the things they're doing. You're entertaining people.
Right.
They're playing with each other.
I know. It's enough. I don't know. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Everyone becomes a whole personality, and all their personalities are vomitous. You know what I mean? Like, their personalities are horrible.
One personality worse than the next.
Yeah, I mean, these are personalities that should be suppressed.
Are you talking about us, too?
Yeah, of course. You two guys are complete morons. I mean, you don't even know what's right or wrong. It's like, it's pathetic.
We've done a lot of dumb stuff for the show.
That's good. Dumb is good.
Think of dumb for the show, not dumb in the bathroom.
Well, we would pee on the show if you'd let us.
Yeah.
Idiots.
We know you pee on the show. You do it every day.
No, but it's also like Ronnie thinks it's kind of funny to be this buffoon. And I just want a security guard that isn't a buffoon. It's like, I have a very serious agent. I don't want my agent to be like peeing with other guys and throwing walkie-talkies. You know what I mean?
And then say, well, you do it.
Yeah, you guys are supposed to be professionals, you know? Especially Ronnie. I'm hiring to do security inside the compound here.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy now because Ronnie steps into the studio whenever we have a quote-unquote nut here.
Yeah, but Ronnie's nuts. Right. JD taps him on the shoulder or gives him a pat on the shoulder and he's throwing something. I mean, my God. He's got to stop. I mean, I wouldn't go to a doctor who threw things at his patients, you know what I mean? Because he's aggravated. You know? All right, boys. Thank you.
Thank you. We won't let that happen again.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, and then
Way
what
to
are you
go.
going to do next that we have to stop you from doing?
All right. Come on, guys. You get it together. I mean, especially where other people got to go to the bathroom. Come on. Nobody's interested in that.
Right.
It's disgusting. All right, get out of here.
Okay.
All right. Stupid. Dopey. Two dopes. I mean. All right, Lisa. What else? I'm sorry you had to see that.
That's okay.
All right.
I just wonder why.
Lisa's a real lady. She shouldn't have to see that, Rob.
No. I just don't know
What
why.
am I? What are you saying about me now?
I don't know why.
you.
I'm not a real lady.
No.
I don't know why Ronnie's so angry. Like, what else is going on?
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
you think something underlies all this? That his
Of course.
life is falling apart or something?
I don't know.
Gee, what a. There's a guess.
There's a leap.
You think Ronnie's life is falling apart?
Fucking instigating motherfucker.
I've never seen an angrier human being. But the worst thing is that he's like a security guy who's out of control. You know?
Scores, man, is about having fun, motherfuckers.
And this wasn't always, see, this is a recent thing. Ronnie used to have some control.
Well, why do you think Ronnie's not a cop? I mean, he always wanted to be a cop.
I know. You think he always was like this?
Yeah,
Little,
I'm sure the cops took one look at him and went, listen.
a little hair trigger.
Yeah, I mean, dude, we don't need your aggravation. I'm sure. Did he ever take the police psychological exam? Honestly, did he?
I don't know.
You know, because today everyone calls themselves security, but, you know.
Those are people who couldn't be cops.
Yeah, sometimes I think so. That psychology part was really tough. They ask you shit that just pisses you the fuck off. They ask you a bunch of fucked up questions. Like, what do you think of your mother? Fuck
Piece
you.
of shit.
I couldn't answer it the right way. I tried. I tried to contain myself. I couldn't. How do you fail the police psychological? You got to be one fucking crazy bastard. Wouldn't you love to meet the guys who failed the police psychological exam?
Actually, no. I'd be a little afraid.
Was this close to being a cop.
And I failed the psychological.
Then this fucking asshole comes in there with his degree and fucking asks me a bunch of questions.
Piece of shit.
I think Ronnie once applied to be a cop. Not sure. I got to find out. Because there's no way he could pass the psychological exam. There's no fucking way. He is a power-hungry motherfucker. He's throwing shit. He's going berserk back there, I think. Where is he? You got it under control now, or what? What was that?
Is he out of Scott's office? He had locked himself in.
This isn't one of those strip club appearances. He needs to calm down. It's a professional work area.
I'm Scores, man, damn it. And I'm about getting drunk. I'm about having fun. I'm about having a good time. I'm about meeting girls. I'm about meeting guys. And whoever doesn't like it can go fuck themselves, because that's what I'm all about. I'm Scores Man. And that's what Scores Man is all about.
That's some philosophy. His whole persona is to yell and scream and throw things at people. It's not working.
Shut him off.
That's why it was great that Pete was doing that impression.
Yeah.
He captured Ronnie completely.
Hey, Manny.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Hey, good morning.
Hey. You know, Howard, you kind of have to take some of the credit for creating this mental midget Ronnie. I mean, the guy's socially retarded.
Right.
He knows what's appropriate about as much as Sal and Richard do, for crying out loud.
I know.
Whatever happened to him sitting down in the car?
Yeah, well,
Isn't that his job? I mean, honestly.
even when he used to sit and wait for me in the car, he was weird.
Really?
He's still weird.
Well, yeah, he's just like he seemed like he was angry everywhere he had to take me.
I mean, he yells.
It wasn't a comfortable kind of thing, you know.
Honest to God.
He has a horrible personality.
He needs a coach some kind of life coach or something to tell him what's socially acceptable.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, well, you got to have a good heart-to-heart with him again, because he obviously doesn't hear very well.
No, he's not getting it.
Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. I guess I am to blame in the sense that I put up with it. You know, I put up with this behavior. Right now, I got a situation I got to go out in the hall and solve, so I'm going to have to take a break.
There's something else going on?
Well, Scott, the engineer's intern, is supposed to be archiving for me right now, which is we're desperately up a deadline for a History of Howard 4.
Right.
But Ronnie's locked him out of Scott's studio because Ronnie's carrying on like an asshole. So
He's
I got to go.
a baby.
I got guys who have to work. I can't be part of this. So I got to now.
So he's still locked in there?
Yeah. He locked himself in a room that we have work going on in. His safe room, when he acts like mental, is Scott's studio, except I've got people who have to work in there.
Do we have to consider Scott a hostage?
The door just miraculously opened.
Yeah, well, it better open. I don't have time to handle all this shit, Gary. Straighten this out right now. I mean it. Tell the guy, we got work going on back there. If he needs a safe room, use the fucking bathroom. No, not the bathroom. Use the green room or something.
Isn't there like a slop sink closet out there?
How about not needing a safe room? He doesn't need a safe room.
What's going on with you?
Nothing.
You throwing stuff?
I wasn't throwing anything. I didn't
I
throw
saw the
anything at
tape.
him. What?
I saw the tape. You're out of control.
Okay, I'm out of control.
Just stand there. Stop talking in the halls to people. You
Tell
don't listen
Doug
to me.
then to shut his TV show off of me then, okay? I don't need to be his
Don't
TV show.
answer. Don't go up to
I don't
JD and
need
say
this guy
about
standing
Howard's
in my
glasses.
face with a live camera. I don't need that stuff.
We
Tell him
have
to
cameras
get his
here.
TV show
This
off of me.
job
I
is
don't need to
cameras.
be Doug's TV show because he doesn't have content today.
Listen to me.
Tell him to leave me alone.
Ron,
Seriously.
you started this.
I'm not Doug Goodstein's fucking baby fucking camera dude here.
You
I don't
started
get
this. You started this.
He tells me I'm doing his job. It's not his job to bug my ass all day.
His job is to walk around with a camera, and anyone who acts out, they're going to fucking
I wasn't
photograph.
acting out. I said leave me alone after I walked out of the studio. I can't be left alone.
Listen to me.
You asked me to go out there and mind my business.
major-
I'm trying to do that, and I can't do it.
You brought this on yourself.
Okay.
Just listen to me. You went up to JD and go, how come no one's
I didn't
complaining
go up
about
to
Howard's
JD.
glasses?
I didn't go up to JD.
Well, whoever you went up to.
All right, whatever.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
Be like those black guys out there.
Look, I didn't throw the thing at JD. It was just, I was giving Doug content for his TV show. I threw it on the floor.
Okay.
I didn't throw it at JD.
Look,
all right?
watch the tape.
I didn't throw it at him.
Watch the
Did it hit
tape.
him? Did it get anywhere near him?
Yes.
No. It went into the green room.
Look.
I don't want to. Stop. Okay? Stop it. If I wanted to hit him with it, I definitely could have hit him with it with no problem.
Yeah. Well, listen to me. Don't throw anything at people. I've told you this.
Dude, I threw it at the floor.
Don't throw anything.
Okay, it went
Zero throwing.
I had
and
to give
secondly,
Doug content for his TV show.
No,
that's
you don't.
What it's all
That's
about
not your
here.
job. I don't ask you
That's
to make
what
content.
Doug is all about. Don't you know that?
You don't work for Doug. You work for me.
Well, Doug thinks I work for him.
No.
Because he thinks I'm one of his puppets.
No. You
I'm
feel
not one of
you
Doug's
want
puppets.
you want to entertain, so you
Okay.
get on TV.
Okay,
I don't need a security limo driver who's on TV.
Well, how about we do this then?
Go ahead.
Let's do this.
Go ahead.
How about I stay outside there where the guy who supposedly is very quiet and does
Yeah.
nothing?
Yes.
Okay?
Go ahead.
I'll stay out there and he could stay in here. How's that? Is that better?
I don't know.
Would that work out?
No. How
Would
about
that
you
work out better?
Then you stay in your car and bring him in here because I need someone I know in here.
Okay, fine.
Someone I know. But you got to behave.
Look,
You got to behave. Ron, look at me.
I'm
you
looking
got
at you.
to behave.
I'm looking straight at
Stop
you.
performing.
I am
Stop being a
looking
monkey and
straight
performing.
at you,
Okay,
dude.
then listen.
And,
Then now I
we
need
went
you to
through
listen.
this the last time, and
Now I
went
need
out
you to
there
listen.
minding my business.
No, you didn't.
And this
You
guy,
started
and these
in with
guys
everyone
all they,
about
no,
my
'cause all they
glasses.
do is start with this camera shit.
That's
'Cause
right.
They're not
There's gonna
happy
be-
because
Ronnie,
they don't want to leave me alone.
Can you
okay?
work where a camera is? Because there's going to be a camera
I know
there.
where a camera is. Stop it.
Can you work with a camera in around what you're doing?
Yep, they don't have to follow me. There's no reason to follow
They're
me.
going to follow
if I'm standing
everyone.
there doing nothing.
They follow everyone. If you're doing nothing, they'll get bored and leave. You're obviously doing something that's interesting to them. You're acting out.
I'm sitting there.
You can't admit you're acting out for the camera. You just said you feel pressure to have to act out
I'm
for
not
Doug's
acting out
camera,
for the camera,
because they're
okay.
light on content.
Right. Okay.
You don't have to be the
No,
content.
that's not.
You don't have to be the content. Just stand there and they will leave you alone. You're way interesting. You're throwing things. You're yelling at JD. Or you're carrying on about my glasses. Stand there. You're a pro.
Whatever.
You're an older man.
Right.
Did you ever take the police psychological exam?
I'm not going to start with
Did you?
No, dude.
Did you take the
I'm not
psychological?
going there now. Don't
I'm
going to
give it to you. I'm going to give you the police
you do whatever
psychological
you
exam.
want, okay?
Why are you starting in with people?
I'm not. Enough. I'm done. Okay?
No.
I'm done.
Are you stopping? Are you going to stop?
I'm done. I'm done in here and I'm done out there. Okay.
You're done.
I'm done. Okay.
Ronnie, talk to me for a second. Come on.
No, you guys are done.
What I deal with
Go
all
back to
day.
your
What are you
boss.
done with?
Go back to your boss and tell him I'm not his puppet. Goodbye with the camera. Okay.
I'm busy straightening
You're not
everyone
gonna-
out. If I
you're
could
not
put my
gonna
brains in
have
your head,
camera
then there'd be no problem.
Okay. I'm not your puppet and I'm not
They're
your
children.
puppet. So go
I'm
away
the
with
only
your
one who's sane
microphone and
around
Go
here.
away with your thing.
Excuse
Goodbye.
me.
That's it.
I'm not ranting and raving in the
No.
halls anymore.
I've seen odd behavior.
I used to, but I stopped.
Right. Well, you're able to control yourself, evidently. You know?
Fred seems to be managing to get in and out of work most
I'm not
days.
throwing anything. I'm
No,
not
you
peeing
mind
on
your own
anybody.
business. I mean, it's really not. I'm just asking Ronnie to be quiet. Just quiet down. Don't
and then he's
act out.
telling you, then make this happen and that happen. You got to change the whole environment.
Ever wonder
for
why?
him.
Yeah, exactly. You ever wonder why Will is never on Howard TV? Did you ever wonder?
No, it never occurred to me.
You want to
because
know
don't
why?
think about him.
Because
Yeah.
he's not interesting.
Right.
He just stands there and does
He
his
does his job.
Yeah, he's doing his job. That's
Right.
the answer.
You want to know why Richard and Sal are always on Howard TV?
Because they're always up to something.
They're always up to hijinks. They love the camera on them. That's the difference. Ronnie loves the camera.
Yeah. I mean, Scott's not on.
No.
Ronnie and Scott are out there at the same time.
Right. It's the crazies. So I'm begging Ronnie, please just stand there and don't do anything, and no camera will care about
Well,
you.
then make Doug stop.
Make Doug stop. We'll change the whole show.
If he didn't throw the phone,
Right,
Doug
he wouldn't be on.
shooting him.
And Ronnie likes getting on camera.
Right. I mean, he even betrayed himself. I'm doing it for Doug.
Right.
I thought your job was security,
Right.
not working for Doug.
No, now he works for Doug.
Well, get
I
the
stand
camera
corrected.
off me, because he's like a lab rat. He can't not do it if the camera's there.
Right. Good Lord.
Got to go get that cheese.
I see a camera. I gotta go nuts.
Yeah.
And then even the throwing. I did that for the camera.
You did it for the camera. Who asked you to be on the camera?
Now he's thinking
once.
of scenes and ending scenes.
Yeah. He needs a good piece of tape for the that show we do every week with John Hine and Rachel Fine. Doug's making me. I'm going to lock myself in Scott's room so no one can get in and do
Right.
their work. I don't know. And then when I make these points to him, he goes, that's it, I'm out of here. I can't talk about this. You can't talk about it because I'm making sense. I'm right. Of course I'm right. I'm a very logical guy. I mean, Ronnie sees me off the air. I don't do a thing. I walk
Well,
around.
they all see you.
I know. I don't know why he doesn't follow my example. Then he's out there. They got tape of him attacking the camera 3 minutes ago. He's busy with the camera guy.
Was this before he threw the phone?
This is 3 minutes ago he started attacking.
Go
the camera.
away.
Oh, this is after he left here just now?
Yeah.
Oh, it's when he came
Or
back
when he
in,
came in.
to show how sane he was.
Oh, that's after I just got done with him. Ay. I'll straighten it out, I hope, but I don't know if I can.
Good luck.
Well,
Why do
mean,
I
how-
have to be the boss?
how
Well, isn't
many
this Tim's
times-
job to straighten everyone
How
out?
many times are
Yeah.
you going to straighten it out?
All right. I'm taking myself out of it. Tim's the
I don't
boss
know.
of
I don't
everyone
know.
now.
I don't know.
Everyone thinks I'm the boss. Tim is the boss.
Because obviously they don't listen to you.
No. Tim. Why am I in charge of Ronnie?
Tim is coming back, I think, Howard. But he was. I heard him out in the hallway. He's like, Ronnie, you're out of control.
This is the greatest show on earth.
Tim said that?
He did. When Ronnie walked in and hit the camera, he said, hey, you're out of control.
All right, I'm no longer in charge of Ronnie.
Please, give me a break.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be in charge of Ronnie.
You're in charge of Ronnie from now on.
Handled.
Thank you. I don't want to... Hey, Tim. I don't want to be in charge of anyone. You know what I mean?
I'll take care of it.
Any personnel.
I'll take care of it.
I just want to be like a disc jockey who like comes in and hangs out, does his show, and then leaves.
Okay.
So when you find out that Sal and Richard have been peeing on the seat of the toilet, handle it.
I've already talked to him.
All right.
Good. Yeah, I don't want to be the boss anymore. Like, I'm really not the boss.
Well, I'll handle it. Don't worry.
Really?
I now have the tools in order to take the weight off.
Poor Tim.
I feel good. I'm no longer in charge. Now I'm just like one of the guys.
And in addition to all of his other duties.
I'm really not in charge. That's what people don't understand. People don't get that I'm not in charge. I just work at Sirius like they do.
But, I love that the attitude, I'm sure, of Richard and Sal is that Howard's going to love this when they do.
I know. I don't love that.
When he hears this, he's going to love it.
I love when they do a phony phone call or they write a bit or something. That's what I love. You know, it's crazy. Everybody around here is nuts. You know, I can't. My head's going to explode from this. I come to work and it's like it's a
daycare center in here.
Yeah, I'm solving everyone's problems every minute. I can't do this anymore.
Trying to make these people behave.
This is why I'm getting out of the business. I'm not paid to babysit.
They have us locked in here. It's not to keep us protected from the outside. It's protecting the outside from us.
I know. I'm running a business. I'm in the Howard Stern business, not this other bullshit. The other security guards' lives. I don't know anything about those black guys. And that's the way it should be. Stand there and look, official. You know? Look like you want to rip someone's head off if they get out of line. That's what I'm looking for.
Well, he does look like that.
Yeah.
If you want, I haven't seen it yet, but Doug says they have the clip with audio of Ronnie throwing the walkie-talkie. Doug says it's good, but you got to bring up the audio if you want to hear it, Fred.
All right, let me hear it.
Get out, you fucking asshole! Get out of here!
Oh my God!
Don't fucking touch me!
Oh, I gave you a pat on the shoulder.
Oh boy!
Now he's got to go retrieve his walkie-talkie.
Does that walkie-talkie still work?
I don't know.
And who's he in touch with anyway? Who's he talking
That's an
to?
amplifier for his hearing aid.
I think he listens to NASCAR on it.
What's he doing out there?
Oh my God!
But he's his own worst enemy. Because he started in with people. He's out there screaming about my glasses.
Right, he's trying to
Just
tell
shut
them
up.
that they should be involved with you.
Yeah, shut up. Stand there quietly. I asked the guy, he told me he was going to do it. He can't do it. He can't help himself.
Yeah, nobody asked for his opinion on your glasses. He came barreling into everybody.
Yeah. Don't worry about me, about what people say about me or say about you. Just stand there. Stand there. Talk with him not to throw anything. Everybody's a consumer. My glasses.
I think it's time.
And I just talked to Ronnie in the car, but I said, watch. I said, I got to switch my glasses. People carry on. Everything you do. What is he doing? What is he doing? The head of security is the most dangerous guy in the building.
Howard, he just barricaded himself in Scott's room.
Good.
You should have
That's where he should be.
The black security guards should come in and watch Ronnie.
You're not kidding. Yeah. Those guys, those black guys stand there. They just stand there.
They don't mix in. They do their
They
job.
don't mix in with the people. I love black people. They don't mix. They do their job. That's it. Stand there. These three black guys and one black woman, I see them every morning. They stand there. They got a suit and tie on. Black people are no nonsense.
Professional.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Every morning they say good morning. They like almost stand at attention. They do their job.
That's right.
They don't look at glasses. They don't look at. They don't.
And I
go
told
to
that to
events.
Ronnie. I said, Ronnie, stop mixing it up with people. Don't comment. You see me. I don't care what's going on. He starts in with people. How come you're not making fun of Howard's glasses? You know, black people appreciate having a job.
Yeah, the other security guards, you say good morning, they're like, good morning. You say it to Ronnie, he's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
He's always like got an attitude.
Fuck you. I mean, fuck you. What is that?
Every morning he says to me, what's your problem?
I don't know a thing about... It's so easy, his job. If he just stands there. He won't do it. He's a yenta. He loves it. He became a whole personality with appearances and don't ask. My worst nightmare has happened. I got a celebrity limo driver.
Celebrity security.
Yeah.
He's like Steve from
yeah,
the Jerry
exactly.
Springer show. He'll spin off his own show.
He's got his own show now. Welcome to Celebrity Limo Driver. He's out there, don't touch me, throwing things. I mean, am I asking too much? I'm asking that guys don't pee in the same stall with each other and do crisscross.
Right.
And I'm asking Ronnie to stand there and do his job. Everyone thinks I'm playing around here because I have fun at work. They think they're supposed to be having fun. This is fun.
But you're still not doing the things they're doing. You're entertaining people.
Right.
They're playing with each other.
I know. It's enough. I don't know. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Everyone becomes a whole personality, and all their personalities are vomitous. You know what I mean? Like, their personalities are horrible.
One personality worse than another.
Yeah, I mean, these are personalities that should be suppressed.
Are you talking about us, too?
Yeah, of course. You two guys are complete morons.
For us.
I don't care. I've got a huge problem with my headphones pressing into my glasses.
We were in the middle of a phone call. He
doesn't know what goes on here.
He barreled
supposed
into
to
the office.
stand there like a goddamn robot.
I agree.
We haven't had one incident here in 4 years. He's security. He's got the cush job of a century. Just shut your fucking mouth.
I like
about
Ronnie.
me, about my glasses, about anything.
Oh my God! I think I'm gonna be tour guide.
Who's he to compare his glasses to yours?
Shut up,
He
Sal.
got his glasses at
Sal,
Ann Taylor.
Sal, you're an asshole.
I like Ronnie best when he sleeps in Scott's office.
Yeah.
Which he was doing the other day, by the way.
Well, wake him up when you see that.
Well, at least he's not talking to anybody in the hall.
We had a bunch of things we were gonna make noise with, and then he woke up right when we got there.
Yeah, he's standing security. I mean, the one thing the guy's got to do is be awake for 5 hours while I'm in the building.
Impossible.
Yeah, can't do it.
He's old. They sleep easily.
Something's going on out here.
What?
I don't know. I just heard shit being thrown.
Oh, no.
And I heard the words, don't fucking touch me.
Oh, no.
Who touched who?
What?
What's he doing?
It's JD patted his show. What happened?
Yeah, I patted his shoulder, and then he threw his walkie-talkie at me.
Here we go again. He got to stop throwing things.
You know, he could be, at the point where he's too volatile.
Yeah.
Sometimes the elderly can't control their
I'm telling you, what is he doing? Don't sit there and talk. Don't do shtick
Now we
about my
got to tell
glasses.
people not to talk to Ronnie.
What's he doing? And he's throwing things again. I had a whole... I mean, you don't even know what's right or wrong. It's like, it's pathetic.
We've done a lot of dumb stuff for the show.
That's good. Dumb is good.
Think of dumb for the show, not dumb in the bathroom.
Well, we would pee on the show if you'd let us.
Yeah.
Idiots.
We know you'd pee on the show. You do it every day.
But it's also like Ronnie thinks it's kind of funny to be this buffoon. And I just want a security guard that isn't a buffoon. It's like, I have a very serious agent. I don't want my agent to be like peeing with other guys and throwing walkie-talkies. You know what I mean?
And then say, well, you do it.
Yeah, you guys are supposed to be professionals, Especially Ronnie. I'm hiring to do security inside the compound here.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy now because Ronnie steps into the studio whenever we have a quote-unquote nut here.
Yeah,
but he's
Ronnie's
nuts.
Right. JD taps him on the shoulder or gives him a pat on the shoulder and he's throwing something. That'd be my God. He's got to stop. I mean, I wouldn't go to a doctor who threw things at his patients, you know what I mean? Because he's aggravated. All right, boys. Thank you.
Thank you. We won't let that happen again.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, and then
Way
what
to
are you
go.
going to do next that we have to stop you from doing?
All right. Come on, guys. You get it together. I mean, especially where other people got to go to the bathroom. Come on. Nobody's interested in that.
Right.
It's disgusting. All right, get out of here.
Okay.
Stupid. Dopey. Too dumb.
Making you more compelling.
You're going crazy.
I lost my mind.
I want you to listen to the playback.
I lost my mind.
I got a new car. You had no idea what the car was. You had no clue what it was.
I had from 3 different sources that it was a
stop with
pace
your
car.
sources
So I went
bullshit.
on the air with it, and then you confirmed it. So what's the issue? What's the issue here? There's no issue.
The issue was I
there is no
confirmed it
issue.
myself later on. You had no story when you brought it up. You had no story, John.
Ronnie, you're almost like I can't get through to you. It's like you don't have a normal brain.
I have a normal brain.
Listen to me. When you report, I confirmed the story with 3 sources, and then with you yesterday by blowing me off, you confirmed it.
No, I didn't.
You said.
I said nothing.
What did you say?
I said to you, I don't know what you're talking about.
And then when I kept questioning you, you finally said, yes.
What did I say?
I have a car. We're playing the clip today on the news.
I didn't say what it was.
It corroborated what I had from 3 other sources.
For 20 years already.
So I went on the air with it because I was confident in the story. I had it from enough people.
No, you weren't confident because you didn't know what the car was.
Doesn't matter. I knew it was a pace car, and I knew you had it at home.
Dude, you didn't
Why
know
do
what
I
it
need to
looked
know
like.
the year?
You're coming in with having them bring in different pictures, different colors. You're telling me the car's orange. You're telling me the car's pink. You had no clue.
The structure of the story was true, and I stand behind it.
Well, good. You stand behind it. I think it was bullshit.
You don't. How is it? So it's not true?
It's true now.
Thank you.
I
Thank
said
you.
It was
That's
true.
it.
I said it was true afterwards when Howard asked me. I said it was true, not to you.
Do you hear this argument?
What are you doing, Ron?
I don't know. And I was going to say to him yesterday, you got to calm down. You get upset about everything lately. And then he starts attacking me. He says, Howard likes his electronic devices. Yeah, I do. And if they ask me if I got a new one, I'll tell them. I don't listen. If John
There's a
Lieberman,
difference between walking around and you got a new phone,
right? And if John finds out, I'll tell him.
And there's a difference between driving around in a car that stands out a lot, and I don't need people knowing it's me. That's all. I don't need people bothering me.
You got a car that people look at, and now you don't want them to know it's you?
To see it.
Yeah, they'll see it, but they don't have to know it's me. They don't have to know it's me.
Why buy a car that draws that much attention?
Oh, here he is. I don't want to deal
John
with him.
Lieberman.
I don't want to have to deal with him now.
You don't?
Why don't you care?
Let's
I can't stand him.
Why?
I can't stand the man.
But Ronnie, he's part of the show. He's doing his job.
He's a shit reporter.
Is this on right?
Yeah.
You don't even know how to put a microphone on. It's on backwards, you idiot.
Oh, dear.
This is a different one than I normally use,
boo-hoo.
Ronnie.
It's different than he normally
You
uses.
have become such... You're an ignoramus. You don't know what you're
an
speaking
idiot.
about. You came up to me in the hall about 5 minutes ago. You said, I know who your sauce is. I know who your sauce is.
It's a source.
Yeah.
I said source.
You didn't
No, you
ask
say
Richie
sauce.
Wilson.
Oh, ask Richie Wilson.
What is the story with this car?
Play what I did to him yesterday, how I made him blow up.
What do you
Play
mean?
that.
What is that? This is it, no?
When I said he was a shit reporter, how he went ballistic.
Well, here, I mean, I'm in the middle of the Ronnie argument.
So what's the issue? You're confirming my story.
No, dude. You had no story when you went in there.
If it's not a story, that would mean you don't have a pace car and you're not driving it around town.
You put the thought in his head that I have some kind of a car.
I don't know. I don't know which part you're talking
It's
about.
right towards the end.
I think that's all I have. They give me clips.
Oh, he went crazy.
I did not go crazy. What I was saying to you, Ronnie,
they were falling out of his head, dude.
I was making...
Listen, let me explain this to Ronnie. The reason we hired him...
I don't care.
...is because...
I don't care why you hired him.
Yeah, but you're working
I don't
here.
like him.
Yeah, you don't
have to like me.
I don't like you.
You don't have to like me, but you can politely say no comment. But you see, when your reaction is so out of bounds...
That's all I have to say?
Sure, you can say no comment
on any story you come to me with.
You know what? I just don't
I don't like you.
So if it's about Ronnie's block party,
send Lisa.
promoting...
Send Lisa to me. I love
Fine,
Lisa.
I will send Lisa. Fine, no more block party stories.
Okay.
And you know what is out of bounds? I've never attacked you in terms of your security job.
I was just fucking with you like everybody fucks with me.
I have never personally attacked you.
You work on the Stern Show.
You
work on the Stern Show. Take your fucking medicine like I do.
Are you kidding me, Mr. Hypocrite?
Take your medicine. I take it all the
Ronnie
time.
doesn't know what hypocrite means. You explain it.
No, I don't.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, I'm stupid.
Yeah.
But
I'm fucking stupid.
You attacking my reporting is ridiculous, and I'll give you an example.
Don't look
there
how
are a number
defensive you
because
you sound like me now.
When I go up to Gary, and I ask him a question, he is forthright. I say, Gary, I heard...
Because all the stories you do on Gary are...
No, because
Gary's running for park recreation there. Gary...
Let me give you an example of a story I did yesterday that Gary didn't want reported. I say, Gary, I heard you were in a car accident. I had two sources. What happened? I had two sources telling me he was in an accident. And you know what Gary does?
How come you killed the story?
It was on the air yesterday on Howard 100 News. You don't listen?
No, I hate the news.
Oh, so you can criticize, but you don't listen to what we do?
Stories. I don't like your stories.
Okay.
I only listen to Lisa's stories. And 𝗛cie. They're the greatest.
You know what?
Reporters.
When
𝗛cie's
even
awesome,
Scott DePace,
𝗛cie is the best reporter, man.
DePace,
he's even funny when he does his stories.
What about
even
Scott DePace?
Yes. When I confronted him yesterday about some allegations that I've been
I know
hearing.
what you're talking about. There was this TV camera was supposed to be covering him. He was having a meltdown about something, and he had the cameras turned off. He's instructed people not to shoot his picture.
There are a lot of things.
I got word about.
Don't shoot him when he's leaning back in his chair either.
And I will take this up with Scott off the air.
Hey, bring it up because, dude, there's no truth to that. Let's go. Howard.
Well, here are what my sources say.
My sources. Here he goes again.
I have multiple sources.
Oh, I know
around
you
here,
do, man.
and I protect them. That's
yeah,
why I
you
get
pay
these
him
stories.
Probably.
Yeah,
you
I
fucking pay him. Little informants. Little
yeah, because I'm not spending my money on pace cars.
That you fucking run around chasing after.
Howard,
what'd you
here's
find out?
what's going on.
You little fucking spies.
But can I say something, Ronnie? If you don't want to be noticed in your car, don't buy a pace car with writing all over it.
It's a collector's car, okay?
Yeah, but if you don't
Leave
want
me
to be
alone.
noticed, why?
I don't bother you with what you do. Why do you
There
have
are a lot
to
of other
bother me
cars
what
you
I
can
do?
collect.
Why does that bother you so
no,
much?
I'm saying the logic there that you don't want to be
There's
on the
guys
news.
with 50 cars in their garage that collect cars.
No,
I have one.
I have no problem.
It's a crime. I know.
But
I'm
you don't want to
sorry.
ask John asking about your car because you don't want to be noticed. That's a car that you get noticed in. I'm sorry. I mean, you're going to be noticed
Dude,
in that
if
car.
they don't see me and they don't know it's
How are they
me.
not going to see you? There's glass in the fucking car. They can look in
And the
see
glass
you.
is tinted, okay? Just like when you get in a car.
It's not
the glass,
that tinted.
Oh,
They
it
can see
is.
through the
No,
front.
Is it legal?
Oh, Jesus. Here we go.
What is that, Scott?
It's a convertible.
Oh, Gary.
Yeah, okay. Do I have to put the top down, Gary? Do I have to?
But you will.
Do I have to put the top down?
You don't care if people see you in that.
Oh, stop it now.
You're
Stop
looking
it.
for attention. That's why you get a car like that.
Oh, please.
Hey, why have a convertible if you're not going to put the top down?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I had to get rid of my I had a convertible once. I put the top down. A guy jumped in the car with me, and I said, perhaps I shouldn't have a convertible. But I said to myself, it's silly to have a convertible if I can't put the fucking top down.
So you got rid of it.
Of course.
Now he's saying he wants a car that gets attention, but he doesn't want the attention.
Yeah, he didn't want attention. You better do a follow-up story on that.
Oh, we already got it. He already said that he'll refuse to tweet out any photos of the car.
Right.
And he wants to know who my source is so that he
I know
can,
who your source is.
You absolutely
Who is
do
it?
not.
I ain't telling.
Who?
I know
Why
who
are
it
you
is.
not
I know
telling?
who it is.
Three. Name
I know
them.
who they are.
Name the three.
I know exactly
Name
who
them.
they are.
Name one of the three.
I know one of them for sure.
Who
is it?
I'm not telling you.
Why?
I'm not going to rat your rats out. I won't rat.
What? Why won't you?
I'm not going to rat your rats out.
Who do you think
You got rats all over the place.
Yes,
yeah, I know
do.
you do.
Yes, I do.
I know you
and
do.
they're watching you.
Yeah, good. Let them watch me. Who gives a shit? Let them watch me.
Nah, you give a shit.
Look at you.
I'm just looking at you.
I'm
I
looking
can't
at
believe
you.
I'm seeing a grown man upset over a pace car that got out on the air.
I don't like you. I told you that. I told you that in the hallway.
And I told you do
I
not have to
don't like
me.
you.
You don't have to like me, but you can say no comment.
No
I've had
comment.
many other people not like me.
No comment, and I don't like
Isn't it
you.
okay to rat a rat out though?
No.
And give your idea on who it might be?
No.
Why? Why are
absolutely
you
not.
protecting them?
Why should I?
You're protecting his source?
Because I'm not like that.
Thank
I don't
you.
rat people out like he fucking rats people
I
out.
never rat people
Yeah,
out.
okay.
I never give up my sources on anything like this DePace thing. Let me tell you about this DePace thing.
Go ahead.
I have people running.
Everybody knows about that. The whole hallway knows
Yeah,
about
well,
what
he's
went
got a
down.
report on that.
I have
What do you know
people
about it?
I'm not saying anything. It's
All right,
not
so
my
let
it's
John
not my
say it,
business.
What we have
You know what,
confirmed
Ronnie?
is this.
You would make this show very successful.
Yeah. Ronnie, you don't understand. We need information so
Okay,
that we
good.
can have a show.
All right. Well, then let him do it. Let him be the rat.
Well,
ass.
here we go.
Scott DePace,
Shit reporter.
according to multiple.
According to multiple sources.
Sorry, I heard the
Stinks.
shit reporter commented.
Stinks.
You're a terrific reporter. Don't listen to him.
Stinks.
Could I please get this
Yeah, go
story
ahead.
out before I really have to take action?
Oh, ooh. Is that a threat or a promise?
No, I'm talking to Howard.
Go ahead.
Excuse me.
Be my
Go
guest.
ahead.
Multiple sources, Howard, say that Scott DePace
Multiple
has
sources.
set rules in the Howard TV control room.
I heard
he
that.
must be notified when he's being shot by a camera
Yeah.
because, in part, because he doesn't want any unflattering images of himself on the Howard TV behind the
Here's
scenes.
another guy
For example,
who
when
doesn't
he's
understand how we make a living.
For example, when he is sitting back in his chair.
Thanks, Scott,
Yeah.
for taking the heat off.
He doesn't want those moments captured. And in fact, I have confirmed he shined a mag light in one of the cameramen's cameras because they were trying to get a shot of him yesterday.
Has everyone gone nuts around here?
And he called,
can I
and he
say
called
something?
one of
How are we gonna
his
make a living?
producers.
How are we
and he
gonna make a
called,
living?
You did call one of the producers back there unintelligent yesterday as well.
Is any of it true?
Wow.
Is any of that true? And I believe it is true.
Bits and pieces, but not for the reasons he's
bits and
saying.
pieces.
Go ahead.
So the first thing is,
yes.
I simply don't want a camera spying on me. I have no problem when a camera.
Me neither, asshole.
Well, none of us want a camera spying.
So all I requested was that they let me know when they're shooting and when I'm in the control room. I'm in the control room doing my thing.
Yeah, but something went down that would have been good on Howard TV.
No, not once. I simply said, I want to know. Now listen. So, no, let me explain to you.
John, what was the event he boycotted?
Let's hear, Howard, with all due respect, let's hear what he says so that I can contradict it with facts.
On the life of my kids, I never told them they can't shoot me. Never once.
But the other day they couldn't shoot you.
They could too.
They have to inform you.
All I said is just let me know. So it went, a couple of segments went by when all of a sudden I look over my shoulder and there's a camera there and I'm like, hey, can you just let me know? So then apparently, so they were letting me know, but it wasn't loud enough. I wasn't hearing it. So I said, well, can you tap me on the shoulder or do something so that I know you're shooting me? And that was a whole controversy.
But I thought there was something going on that was of particular interest, and the guys were afraid to pick up the camera because they couldn't alert you during it because you were having a meltdown.
Yesterday, my switcher was melting down. I'm doing all this stuff, and you were yelling at me because there was shit in the monitor.
Right.
Rightfully.
Was that the incident?
No, there was another incident as well. During when
tell Lee to get in here.
When 𝗫cie, the woman with the large breasts, came in, and there was the jumping jacks incident back in Howard TV.
Right.
My sources tell me that Scott told them not to shoot it, and in fact yelled at 𝗦𝗫𝗄𝗿𝗱, the cameraman, for documenting the event when he was just doing his job.
That is a lie. That's libel.
Well, then let's get them in
to court.
Then let's get them in
Whoever
here.
That person is.
I have
a flat-out lie. The only reason I did it was because there was a camera.
Are
there.
you censoring what is being shot of yourself?
Never once. No.
You're not censoring.
Can I ask a question? I got a question.
Not that I'm aware of.
Scott, if you get into an argument with somebody, somebody doesn't have time to tap you on the shoulder, but it's interesting. Will they get in trouble if they shoot?
No, I'm talking about that is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when I'm doing my job and over my shoulder there happens to be a camera there, and not when I'm arguing with someone. That's of course fair game.
Nobody shoot it yesterday when you were having a shooting argument in the hallway, and Jason went out, and everybody was afraid to shoot it because they were told they can't shoot you.
What is this?
All right, listen to me.
All right,
listen to me. Yes, Doug, what do you want to say?
Bring one of these people in here. Is this one of them?
That's one of them.
No. I'm actually going to defend Scott.
Listen, let me say something. Never mind your defense. Here's what I'm going to say.
Well, I'll tell you
I got to cut through the bullshit.
He's not interested in that.
Everyone, cut the bullshit. None of you are superstars. I am a superstar. You are not. The reason people know your name is because of me. Why do they know your name? Because we make everyone part of the show. You don't pick and choose what you can be part of. Get the cameras on and let's go, baby.
Can I just tell you what happened? Jason saw this fight, part 2. Now, I don't know why John, the great reporter, is not reporting that he has this all on. He was in there with the microphone. They had part 1. It was all on camera. It was all on. He recorded it. So they picked it up in the hallway after the show, and I guess there just wasn't a camera around.
Why don't I have the tape this morning?
I don't know.
In other words, if anybody else, you'd be, Gary, you're not going to believe this. Jason and John Hein had a huge fight. Here's the audio.
Good point. Why is it not being shown?
I think you're going to be bored.
Is there an edict?
Why didn't you do this?
Is there an edict? I did the story yesterday on Howard 100 News with Lee versus Scott. But is there an edict that Scott cannot be shot in unflattering positions when he's leaning back in his chair?
No.
Well, I don't think I want to be shown that way. And if I knew a camera was on me, I probably would straighten up. Of course, I'm not an idiot.
And that's the point here. The point, what Gary is saying is, cameras can shoot Gary ad nauseum, but you are putting rules on what cameras can show.
Well, if that's true, then tell Gary to turn that camera on 24/7. I want to see what he's doing in his office.
It's on all the time during the show.
No, it's not. He hits a button and it goes on for 10 seconds.
After you fucked me last year.
All right.
Lieberman, you got this one wrong, pal.
I did not get this one wrong. I totally stand by this.
All right, as long as it's straightened out now.
Yeah, sort of.
Everybody's a superstar right here. Ronnie doesn't want to be asked questions.
They're all going no access.
No access. No access. We won't have a show anymore.
Never said it.
Lieberman, good job.
Thank you.
Bullshit.
Good job. Bullshit.
No comment. Scott.
Well, I got King of All Blacks wants to comment. Thank you, Red Gypsy. King of All Blacks, yes.
Yeah, Ronnie and a couple other people up there, they want to be you.
Right.
But without the criticism.
Right.
They just want to chill and be a superstar, but they want to be you. Like, because it seems like you don't get any criticism from people.
Right.
So they want to be like you. And,
right.
And what's going to happen eventually is that they're going to grow a hatred to you.
Right. King's on track with this.
Yeah, you know I'm always on track.
Not always, but this time you are.
Yeah, I was like, boy, he's making sense.
Yeah, I mean, look at this guy. All of a sudden he's making sense.
How's my phone sound?
The phone
Not
is
that
okay.
great.
It's not great. I don't know why, but thank you, King. All right, Mark, you have the last word on this, and then I really do have to take a break. And then we'll do a nude workout and a lot of other things, Robin. If you can undress during the commercial. that'd be fine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, smart.
Everybody else, too.
Yeah. No, just you. Oh, what is it, Mark?
I love you, Howard. I got to say, Ronnie seems to be a bit insecure. I think he realizes he might be in over his head, and he's pedaling desperately to try to keep his head above water. That might be why he's so offensive every time he thinks someone's attacking him.
Yeah, he goes on the offense. You're right. I mean, guy says to him, "Did you get a new car?" He's like, "Oh, get a new car. Fuck you, you asshole."
Yeah,
I mean, but the
you
cursing.
could brag about that, wouldn't you? I mean, shouldn't that give him bragging rights?
Sure, why not? Listen, Ronnie says Howard has his things. He likes new electronics. If Lieber says you get a new phone, yeah, I got a new phone.
Hey, Howard?
And he talks about it.
I can almost understand why DePace would be kind of ticked off. He just doesn't, he doesn't want unflattering pictures of himself taken. I don't think that's right that he makes that edict, but that's his edict.
Yeah, he certainly takes unflattering pictures of us.
I don't understand the Ronnie thing even for a second.
Yeah, no.
I mean, Ronnie wants to be a judge on the intern beauty pageant. Ronnie wants to come in here and help out with 𝗪cie and the bathing suits. But the other part of that is also allowing yourself to be exposed in other ways.
Absolutely.
I don't get it.
Well, the best is I bought a car that everyone will look at, and I don't want them looking at me.
Yeah, he doesn't want attention.
So either he's crazy or he's retarded.
He's got to calm down a little. And you know what it is. He's getting very big with his Ronnie block party.
I think he needs some psychotherapy.
That's the problem. You're getting a little. You got the Ronnie block party.
Right, Fred.
What?
I'm crazy. I told you that.
I'm just really trying to understand this, Ronnie. I don't understand the venom towards Lieberman. I mean, Lieberman's just doing
Fuck
his
Lieberman.
job. Why?
He's a shyster reporter. I don't like him.
He's a what?
Shyster.
A shyster.
A shyster's
I don't
a
like
lawyer.
him.
You know what a shyster is?
Yeah, I know what a shyster.
What is a shyster?
Never mind.
All right, that's right.
I don't know. Whatever.
Listen.
But you're funny too.
Calm down.
No, I don't. What am I doing? I'm not
Look at
doing
me.
anything.
That's right. You do nothing.
I'm not doing.
So be happy.
Yeah,
you got to
here we go.
Well, I just agreed with you.
Here we go.
I agreed with you.
Nothing.
You said I don't do anything. I go. I agree.
All right. You're right. I do nothing.
But I agree with you.
I do nothing. You're right. Why do you have me? If I do nothing, you're right.
If I agree with you,
I'm part of the wallpaper.
No, you're right.
I'm fucking crazy. I told you that.
Didn't you have Lieberman to your house for a barbecue? Didn't you have Lieberman to your house for a barbecue?
Yeah, because I like his girlfriend. I can't stand him.
Oh. What, John?
No.
Didn't he have you to a barbecue?
And his nice son. He has a nice son.
Yeah.
But he's a douchebag. I'm sorry.
You like his girlfriend and his son?
Okay, let me tell you something. Jim McClure just sent me an interesting email, and this should put this to rest.
Look at you.
You told everybody at the barbecue.
Look how angry you are.
You told everybody at the barbecue that you had, which I attended.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That about the pace car. So it can't be a secret. You wanted it known. I didn't hear it there, but you wanted it known.
No, I told friends of mine what I was doing.
You know when
You're
you
not my
tell
friend.
people that it's going to get... You're not my friend either.
Good.
And by calling on me to be fired yesterday, that is extremely disrespectful.
Look, yeah, that's the part you missed on the wrap-up show.
Because I would never question you in your capacity. I would never say, Howard,
Dude,
I think this guy should be fired.
I was tweaking your buttons just like everybody else does to me. And you didn't like it at all.
And
you went off the deep end when I said that to you.
And
you
DePace
went
is a
off
man.
the deep end.
I will give this to
Ronnie,
DePace.
You went over the line. He never criticizes your job.
Never.
Oh, I was screwing around him like everybody does to
but
me.
you
Okay.
went over the line.
All right. Yeah, I go over.
I don't make personal attacks.
I go over the line.
You said he's not
I
competent.
go over the line.
You
And
said
at
he was
least-
incompetent.
Look. At least Scott DePace stood...
Yes, sir, General.
At least Scott DePace stood there. Listen to me. At least Scott DePace stood there just now and answered my questions.
Good for him.
Admitting that he has put rules on when the camera can shoot him. He must be alerted.
You're Jewish.
You just told me...
Dude, you're Jewish. What are you talking with your hands for? Jewish people don't talk with their hands.
Scott, you just told me...
Italians
that
do,
you,
like me.
Scott,
What the hell's wrong with you?
Scott, you just told me that you
Look at him.
alerted everybody that you have to be told when you are being shot.
Where's your black dick, man? Let me see it.
Yes, that's true.
Thank you. Howard, did you hear
yes,
that?
Listen, you don't have to justify this to me.
You're so upset.
I am not upset at all, but I don't like. I do not like when my professionalism and my profession is questioned. I know how to be a reporter, and I am not here to explain to you. I am not here to explain to you the fundamentals of journalism.
Going up.
All right,
you're going to blow an eye vessel like me, man. Look out.
But now you pissed off John.
I'm done.
Did he just throw down the
Yeah. It's getting crazy.
Everybody around here is nuts.
Mark, go ahead because I got to take a break.
Well, I feel for you, Ronnie. It really sucks when it feels like people are teaming up on you.
Well,
but, hey, you got people out there that are supporting you. I'm not sure where they are, but they're out there, okay?
Teaming up on him. They asked him if he got a new car.
Yeah, I don't know quite what to say about it. Maybe he's self-hating and projecting it on others. I can't quite.
I mean, what kind of question is that to blow up over?
Don't you want to know about Ronnie's new car?
Yeah, but he certainly doesn't want me to. That's why I want to.
But he's driving around in a pace car. I mean, he's not in the Indy 500.
That's like waving a flag.
I mean, that's like me going out in my fart man costume saying, "Please don't comment on what I'm wearing."
It's like skywriting and saying, "Please don't read the note."
Right. I mean, what is that?
It's like a woman walking out with Band-Aids on her nipples.
I'm
going to
walk out of my house. I'm going to walk out of my house naked and then say, "Please don't comment on it." I mean, what is that? Yeah, Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, if Ronnie can't handle jokes about his pace car, how's he going to handle all the jokes after Richard blows him? Because even if Ronnie takes the show, he's going to get jokes about it for the rest of his life.
All right, thank you, Matt. You had the last word on that.
I'm telling you, we're getting into a weird area with those two in a funny way. So it's out there. So Ronnie's doing this weird move where Ronnie's just leaning against the wall, and Ronnie's at the far wall, and Lieberman's over here by the green room, and they're just yelling at each other. And Ronnie's like the guy in the movie, like the gangster, like flipping the coin. He goes, "You're a shit reporter." And for some, I don't know why, but Lieber goes, "Fuck you! I'm not a shit reporter." I'm telling you, it's getting weird.
Oh my God! Do they know that?
It's completely repetitive, by the way. Like you could go out there an hour, and the conversation will have not changed at all.
Start it up again. It's like that Star Trek.
But Ronnie has figured. But here's the funny thing. Ronnie has figured out if he calls him a shit reporter, it gets under his skin.
Right.
But Ronnie can't. We talked about this on Rapid yesterday. But Ronnie doesn't understand how you rile him up to get under his skin. He doesn't. No, he doesn't like me. I go, but you don't really not like Lieberman. You're just fucking with him. He goes, I know. It's very interesting.
John, why did you finally crack with this Ronnie nonsense? What pushed you over the edge today?
Calling me a shit reporter.
I only speak the truth.
But you're typically able to separate the two. You're typically...
I am, but you know what, Greg? I am able to separate the two, but I don't like to be called a shit reporter in front of millions of listeners and viewers of Howard TV. I mean, nobody likes their professionalism questioned, and that was the point. I've never once questioned Ronnie's professionalism. I've never once said Ronnie's a bad security guard, or Ronnie isn't good at his job, or Ronnie isn't good in this way. I was simply reporting a story, which, Greg, I want to point out, turned out to be true. The story I reported was true. He has a pace car. That is the bottom line here. And Ronnie trying to tell me how to be a reporter is completely and utterly ridiculous. And then suggesting that I should be fired goes too far. It just goes too far.
What do you think this speaks to? I mean, why would Ronnie take these roads? Why would he go down these avenues?
Because... Fuck. Because when you have no defense and you're backed into a corner, you scratch and claw your way out. And that's...
I'm always watching you.
Exactly. But this Ronnie thing is not going to end, because the reality is, when you break it down, he knows how to push my buttons and I know how to push his. This may go on forever.
Just remember, I'm here behind you, man. I'm always around.
Watch those cupcakes. He's putting on a few pounds with the cupcakes.
He's worried about me watching cupcakes. You should be watching the TV screen, man.
Is it safe to say that the honeymoon is over? That your little golden era that you enjoyed?
My
the first
1 year.
year?
You know, this week marks my 1 year. I think the honeymoon, or maybe it was, it marks my 1 year. So my honeymoon's over. But you know, at the end of the day, we'll just have to see what happens moving forward.
Keep up the good work, John. It's a sign of your solid reporting that you've started to crack some of the team members around here.
Thank you, Greg. You're next.
Sucks.
Ronnie.
Yeah.
You get a special kind of kick out of when you get a rise out of John Lieberman or any of the news reporters.
You know, everybody's got their guy they pounds on around here. I'm one of the guys that gets pounded on by everybody. So you know what? I like giving it back now. I like it, man. I'm pounding.
No more punching bag.
I'm pounding, man.
You're doing the punching.
I found my punching bag.
And now
I know how to get to him. I know how to get to him, man. Could you close that door, please?
Why did this story
in
particular get to you? I mean, there have been far worse things reported about you than having a pace car.
I just want to be left alone. Leave me alone when it comes to that.
But don't you think...
want people following you around the fucking street?
Well, of course not. But don't you think...
I mean, I don't mind. I like people. I like doing the comedy shows. I like going out there and seeing everybody. But I don't need them following me around in my car. Do you get my point on that?
Do you not like
Do
John?
you get my point on that?
I thought that was a rhetorical question.
Do you get my point?
Yes.
That's all I'm asking.
Yes.
Do you get my point?
Yes.
When I. Never mind. You're like the rest of them.
But why did this story in particular really set you up? There have been far worse
I
things.
just told you. What don't you understand about that?
I guess I didn't get your point.
What don't you understand about that?
Yeah, I guess I didn't get it.
I guess not. Have a lovely day, please.
All right, Robin, let's hear from John Hein. John Hein, what's on the wrap-up show right now?
𝗦𝘗𝗿𝗱 denies that he must be notified when he's being shot on camera.
Yeah, everyone's got rules all of a sudden, but we're going to clear all that up.
Edict in these parts.
Just keep it. I am the boss around here. Keep a camera on him. That's it. No more rules with it. Everyone has special rules. Tim all of a sudden goes, don't tweet this, don't put this on. This one, Doug Goodstein has the rules. Everyone's got rules around here. This is how we make a living. If you don't like it, you should work somewhere else.
So can we put a camera on you when you don't realize it's there?
There's a camera on me all the time.
No, but when you don't.
When I'm doing the show, during the show hours, there's a camera on me all the time. That's it. Wait, what do you?
I never once said it can't be. I just want to know when it is.
It's on you now. It's on you all the time. Now you know. So how can you not know? It's on you all the time.
So, all right, and
now you know.
That goes for everyone, right? I could just walk up behind him with a camera. Anyone here?
Sure.
At any time I want. That's what we do all day.
What do you think we're doing? What do you think's in the halls with Howard TV? You work for Howard TV.
There's a light on and you know that it's there. This is totally hidden.
What? Hidden? Get out of here.
Scott, when there's a
what
camera,
show do you work
the
for?
The studio's not lit, so whenever there's a camera on, it should be a light on. No, that's where you're wrong, Gary, because I can't.
You don't see it as a camera?
I can't see the monitor.
All right, listen to me, Scott. I'm going to explain it again. It's so simple. There's a camera on you all the time. Now you know.
I installed my own camera for that. I don't want a camera sneaking up behind me.
Hold on. Well, we work on the Howard Stern show. We have cameras on. You work for Howard TV.
He's a director, not a.
The direct. You ever watch the Academy Awards? They got a fucking camera on them.
I'm the producer, and Lieberman's a news guy. Lisa's a news person. Fred does everything, and we all participate in the show.
And Scott, if you do that, that means everyone else does that, and then we don't have a show. And Howard TV doesn't have a channel, and you got to go find a new job.
Why are you different?
Put the camera on Gary full time then. I want the camera on full time.
But we're not saying put it on you full time. We're saying when something interesting is happening, like in the hallway when two people fight, there's no light.
You know what? He clearly doesn't understand how he's paid.
No, both of you guys don't understand. I fully understand. I've never once said no.
Scott, the camera is on you during the show. That's it.
Here's what it really is about.
At any time.
I want to see. How do I know if Gary's doing
It's on all the time.
Can Gary's be on all the time?
Why is it about me? It's about you.
We have a camera in the hallway. They run around with it all the time.
Here's what this is about, Howard. I'm going to tell you right now. This is what it's about, which is the stupidest thing. Sometimes when it gets late in the show, Scott slouches in his chair.
Right.
Like way down low, like almost like he looks like he's falling asleep. And he does not want to be shot like that. And he's told people, don't shoot me like that.
Shoot him slouching in his chair. I want to know when he's slouching in his chair.
That is not what
and the camera is now on, and it will be turned off.
And you have it wrong.
The camera is now on. In fact, if you look behind you, there's a cameraman. Take a look behind you. There he is. There's the cameraman. His name is Jason.
Oh, it's a big fat guy.
Yeah.
Give me your best.
The camera's now on, and it's going to be turned off in 2015 when there's no Howard TV and there's no more Howard Stern show, and then everyone will go get a new job where there's no camera.
Okay, I swear to God.
Don't slouch in your chair.
Sneaking up behind everyone with a camera. I'm going to find stuff.
Good.
I'm going to see.
Go ahead.
Doing stuff.
Good. I can't wait to see it.
Howard TV fans will love it.
Yeah, you're going to get a lot of tape.
Thank you.
Gee whiz, he doesn't know the camera's on?
Scott, real quick. What's Howard not understanding about your...
Oh my God, fucking everything. Everything he gets wrong. It's unbelievable at this point. He doesn't understand that, you know, this is a 5-hour show, and to have a camera sneak up behind you, I'm not into. And you know what I'll do? To punish him, I'm going to clam up, and they're going to get nothing out of me. How about that?
Well, explain what you're doing. I mean, right here, you're having to pay attention to monitors. You're not able to know what you're trying to say is you're not able to...
Thank you, because
you're
helping me out.
You don't have the visual cue of a light coming up behind you because that light would impede you from doing your job.
Right.
Just like if my light or Rob's light impeded one of them from doing their job, they require us to turn it off.
Yeah, like if I did this to you, you couldn't shoot me.
Could potentially ruin my lens.
So, yeah, it's a sneaky thing. It's basically having a hidden camera on me all the time. So I don't understand why it's different with Gary. Why can't he have a camera on him all the time? And let me see if something is interesting or not. So, I don't get it.
did Roseanne lay down any rules? Was there anything to not speak about? And why does she put herself in that position where, I mean, she pretty much knows going in it's going to be a boatload of fat jokes and stuff. Like, I would guess, somebody said yesterday, would Howard put any controls on it? And I said, yeah, you probably would. I didn't say this on the air, but in my mind, you wouldn't want anybody to talk about your ex-wife. You want anybody to talk about your kids.
Right, right.
So why is, like, there's a mindset, like Roseanne's saying, the gloves are off, man. Fucking hit me wherever you want. And I don't know why.
Why you would put yourself through, like, what is the...
See, the other thing, too, is, here's the thing. You're in a better position. I think there's a part of Roseanne that does it because there's a need...
to be in the limelight.
Or to be... whether it's promoting a show that's coming up, you know what I mean? Like, you don't need to be there. I think everyone who does it needs to be there for a reason. I think there's a psychological mindset there that's a little weird that you should explore.
Okay. Roseanne's supposed to call in just a minute or two.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know, they had this roast for Roseanne. I compiled a bunch of articles. These are some of the jokes. A guy named Anthony Jeselnik said, Roseanne, what does it say about you that when you accused your father of incest, there was an outpouring of sympathy for your father? That's pretty good. Amy Schumer said of Roseanne, I was surprised you were running for president. I just think a lot of people just couldn't even picture you, like, running. I thought that was good.
Yeah.
Seth Green said, the thing with Roseanne is she has enough money not to work, but she still does a TV show every few years to punish the rest of us. You've even had 2 reality shows, which is a lot for someone who is completely out of touch with reality.
Good.
Yeah. Katie Segal said, it's great to see Roseanne back in the spotlight. Technically, it's 2 spotlights, but you get the idea. A lot of fat jokes, you know.
Right.
Jeff Ross said, folks, in case you don't know where Hawaii is, it's just off the coast of Roseanne. And then he says to Roseanne, it means you're fat. You want to hear a few more of these?
Sure.
All right, Wayne Brady said, Roseanne, it's been said that you stole Sam Kinnison's style. You're fat, loud, and you died in the 90s. That's good. But Roseanne, you had to overcome a lot to make it in Hollywood, and that's why I love you. Bad marriages, mental illness, plus you look like Roseanne.
Oh.
You're oversized, beat up, and you reek of marijuana. You're kind of like Willie Nelson's tour bus, except people still want to ride that. I think that's real strong. Carrie Fisher said, you're a follower of the Kabbalah. How embarrassing for you. Which is a form of Jewish mysticism. You know what else would be a form of Jewish mysticism? Hollywood giving you another show. Let's see what else. Gilbert Gottfried. Tonight it's our chance to end the reign of Rozilla. Forever. Evidently he kept referring to her as Rozilla.
Rozilla.
Everyone grab your torches and lead her to the pit. She'll think it's a barbecue. Rozilla.
Oh, my goodness.
Let's see. What did Tom Arnold say here? A lot of these we heard already. I had Rosie's face tattooed on my chest. Believe me, it's hard for a woman to have sex with you when Roseanne is staring at her. Yeah. It's even harder to masturbate. Rosie, this is true. Had I love Tom Arnold tattooed... Oh, I said, Rosie... I don't know, this is weirdly written, but he had I love Tom Arnold tattooed... She had Tom Arnold... I don't know what this is. Rosie had I love Tom Arnold tattooed on her hip, which made me the 4th largest property owner in California.
Oh.
I knew there was a good joke in there somewhere. Rosie, there's no reason to be jealous of my wife, Ashley. She's tall and thin and wasn't even born when we were married. Plus, I've learned from your biggest mistake. I made her sign a prenup. I thought that was pretty good. To Roseanne's boyfriend, I want to say to you, man, no matter what, you've got to stick with this woman. She may not be the perfect wife, but trust me, she's the worst ex-wife on the planet. Literally. You do not want to be the guy on the couch with your date and hear how small your penis is on Saturday Night Live. And then The View, and then CNN, and then Al Jazeera. She holds a grudge. Recently, Roseanne got in trouble for wishing cancer on a Chick-fil-A customer. But you guys can all relax. If she had the power to wish cancer on anyone, I would have been dead in '94. All right. Not so good.
Well,
Anyway.
maybe it was his delivery.
Maybe he had a better delivery than I did. Oh, wait, Roseanne's on the phone.
Oh, good.
Hey, Roseanne. Roseanne?
Yeah, hi, Howard.
You okay, baby?
Oh, God, it's early.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Where
You're up
are
this
you?
early.
Still out in Los Angeles?
LA. It's like 5:30. Hey, can you swear on this show?
Yes.
Oh, fucking great.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want here. There's complete freedom of speech. Roseanne, why would anyone, especially a woman in your position, why would you put yourself through a roast? Seriously, from a psychological point of view, I mean, it's endless fat jokes. Like, I was even thinking about it for myself. Like, if someone said to me they wanted to roast me, I don't think I'd want to put myself through it.
Why? It's fun.
Is it, though? I mean,
well, it is. I mean, I'd say that over the whole, it took about 3 hours to film it, you know.
Right.
But, you know, when it was up and running, there's some damn good jokes, man. You know, it's good to laugh at yourself. It's, you know, it's kind of a test to see how sound you are mentally and spiritually and everything else, like a warrior thing. And I knew I could do it. And, you know,
could you really? But Roseanne, did you lay down rules? Like, I think if I had to be roasted, I think I would lay down some rules. I would say, look, I don't want you talking about my kids. I don't want you talking about I wouldn't even want them talking about my ex-wife. I wouldn't want, you know what I'm saying?
I do, and I did. Yeah, I asked them, you know, not to make jokes about certain things about me, and I asked them to make sure that they didn't, you know, do the, you know, the stuff the kind of jokes they like to tell about any woman. I told them to class it up, bring it up to first grade, guys.
All right. When you say you laid down rules, what did you specifically say to lay off?
Well, don't talk about women's body parts and their smell and all that friggin' ridiculous kind of snake-like joke that a lot of guys think is funny, you know, and it's not, because there were a lot of women up there. So I just asked them to class it up, and you know they did. They did a great job.
Because then it's too easy. Is it like like sometimes?
No easy. Yeah, well, don't talk about no shit jokes. You know, when I did Roseanne, that was my. You're not getting one shit joke in there.
Or like your pussy smells, or this kind of thing, like where they just take a woman's private parts and just rip them apart, so to speak.
Yeah, because there's other things you can make fun of a person for besides their asshole.
Right, and when a guy said, when someone gets up there and says, "Oh, you know, Roseanne was molested as a child," which is something that caused you a lot of pain, and Roseanne was molested as a child, and I feel so bad for her father, you know, that kind of thing. That didn't sting a little bit?
Actually, you know, I told him don't do, if you're going to do any jokes like that, you know, don't have it be like you know, like Sandusky would laugh.
Right. Like where a guy would think, "Oh yeah, it's okay to molest someone."
Yeah, but the one that, you know, they did, I guess they're going to take it out. They've been real nice to me, and, you know, of course I wouldn't have done it if they hadn't listened, but, you know, there were two jokes like that, and, you know, one of them I thought was really funny. I didn't think I would, but they say they're going to take them out, and now I find myself saying, leave that one, which you never know what you're going to do, you know.
Which one was that? Was that the Seth Green? They say they're going to take out the Seth Green comment where Jeff Ross compared him to the shooter in, you know, in Colorado. I think they shouldn't take that out. I don't think it was disparaging to the victims of that thing. It was more disparaging to Seth Green and his movie career.
Well, yeah, you know, I guess they've had a few calls, and they, you know, they're, but yeah, the whole reason you have a comedy channel and a comedy roast and that level of comics is to push the envelope and, you know, to try to go over the line. I mean, that proves we have a country of free speech. If you're going to go over the line, where is the line? You don't know till you go over it, and I kind of think it's important to keep that. But I was going to tell you the joke that I did think was funny, that I was mad about getting molested because I didn't get the candy.
Right,
yeah, yeah.
I kind of thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was brilliant, really.
Yeah, it's going the right way with it. I mean, of course, you know, Howard and Robin, we could tell jokes about anything. It's just how we say them, you know.
No, you're absolutely right. You know, I was saying, especially with this show, I've been in trouble many times because I don't even get the luxury of preparing my comments. Sometimes I'm talking off the cuff. Making people laugh is the hardest thing in the world.
You know what? But you're right, Howard, and it's like one of the most noble, too, especially in these tough times, you know, and that's why I wanted to do it, because I'm like, man, people need a laugh. I need a laugh, you know, and you know, of course, I just love jokes, and I love being around comedians, and I just love that level of thought and on-your-feet stuff, you know, Howard, that we do. It's awesome.
Roseanne, was there anybody there who tanked, in your opinion, who bombed, like didn't come off well making fun of you?
You know what? Nobody tanked. Everybody was real funny. There was, I thought, you know, of all the funny things that, I thought that the Wayne Brady, his joke was the one that most went over the line. And,
the Sam Kinison, you're fat, you're loud, and you died in the 90s, that thing, you had to overcome a lot to make it in Hollywood. That's why I love you. Bad marriages, mental illness, plus you look like Roseanne.
No, not that one. I thought those are kind of funny.
Right.
You know, there was just one that was like, ugh.
What do you say?
I can't remember because I have no memory because I smoke too much pot. But, you know, it was whatever where there was a cringe moment. But, you know, I just put my hands over my eyes on the cringe moments, and I only did that 3 times. And one was of course on the Colorado shooting one because you know.
Yeah, that's a tough
although
one.
I think it should be there, and people, you know, they did get mad and like groan and stuff like that. But you know, you got to respect a brave comic that'll go out there. You know, look what happened to Gilbert.
Right.
We can't keep letting them take us down like that. You know, we have freedom of speech here.
Right. You're referring to Gilbert tweeted a tsunami joke after the Japanese tsunami, and he lost his
job,
he lost his gig and stuff. Yeah, it's a weird thing because you know people don't realize how hard it is to know that line. You know, and I told this story yesterday to Jeff Ross. I said I was on Letterman right after the OJ thing went on, and before any comedian made a joke, I went on there and made an OJ reference, a joke, and Letterman really kind of blasted me for it. And then 3 days later, he was making OJ jokes. It was suddenly okay. And that always struck me as like, well, someone's got to test the waters, right?
Yeah, and also I think psychically, you know, the one that tells the first joke is the one that kind of bursts the toxic bubble that we're, you know, it, like once we laugh at it, you know,
right.
You know, we kind of heal it a little bit, I think, you know.
Yeah, it's a tough line. Did you recently apologize for some of your tweets?
You know what? I apologize that I used the wrong word to convey a thought. It's really hard on there because you only get 140 characters, and
right.
I used the wrong word. I realized after. I couldn't understand why people were so angry, so I reread it about 50 times, and I was like, well, what? And then it hit me that I had used the word deserves, and it's not at all what I meant.
You're talking about Chick-fil-A, right?
Yeah, I said anyone who eats hormone-infused, antibiotic-filled, factory farm chicken, you know, deserves the cancer they're going to get. And, you know, that was after like 50 or 100 million tweets going, you're un-American. You know, I just got too pissed and I spit out deserves, where I shouldn't have used the word deserves. What I was trying to say is, hey, if you eat shit, you're going to get sick.
Right, and you know, to me, now I will probably end up following you on Twitter because that sounds like you're saying something interesting, but as soon as you say something interesting along those lines, you get crap, and then it kind of beats the crap out of you to the point that you don't Twitter, and then you don't say anything interesting, right?
Yeah, I take a break. Once the idiot factor, you know, reaches tipping point, I just walk away for a while.
And with the Chick-fil-A thing, you know, I can't believe how many people don't understand. This isn't a freedom of. No one's saying the guy from Chick-fil-A can't say what he wants to say.
Well, he's trying to spin the shit, you know, and say now that it's freedom of speech. It is certainly not about that.
That's right.
People in America, they can't friggin' name the shit. You know, they can't be accurate and name the shit anymore. And then people make sure that they can't.
But yeah, it's subterfuge. The guy from Chick-fil-A, what I'm saying is because I believe people have a right to get married and gay people have to have a freedom should feel as good about themselves as anybody else. They're saying, hey, listen, why should we support Chick-fil-A if they're going to be like this?
Right.
I mean, the dopey guy should just keep his mouth shut and serve the stupid chicken. I mean, that's any good businessman knows that. Don't give your political views.
Yeah, especially when they're that extreme, and they include, like, deporting gays. I mean, it's not just about gay marriage. He says it is, but that guy, Mr. Cathy, he gave $5 million last year to these real extreme anti-gay things that say that, you know, that gays should be deported, among other things, and that, you know, pretty much hate speech setting them up to get, you know, attacked on the street.
Where does he suggest we deport them to? The moon? I mean, what, he doesn't have any gay people?
Where's the gay state?
Here's what's the problem with a guy like that. He doesn't know any gay people. He doesn't have any gay relatives. He might even have a gay child.
Well, his name's Mr. Cathy. That's what cracks me up.
Yeah, Cathy. Well, maybe that's it. He's a little sensitive. Maybe he's trying to show how manly he is or something. I don't know. Now, are you still running for president?
Yeah, I'm still doing it, Howard.
And are you actually, like, in other words, when I go to vote, will I see the name Roseanne there?
Well, that's what it's really all about. The reason I'm doing it, Howard, is because it's about ballot access. Now, the party that I was elected, we're on the ballot in 14 states. The point is that a party, you know, other than this two-headed monster, this two-headed Republican monster, you know, there should be a third party that people have a real choice, not you know, two sides of the same coin. Like, okay, both Romney and Obama work for Wall Street. People should have a choice of a candidate who does not, and so, you know, that isn't even on the ballot in anything but 14 states.
What is the party?
Kind of what I'm trying to increase.
What is the party you're with?
Peace and freedom.
And in other words, your point is, if I can get this peace and freedom third party on more, you get a certain amount of votes, and then automatically it gets added to the voting booth.
Right. Well, my point is that people should have a socialist choice in at least a conversation. It should at least be included in the conversation, since it is the thing that saved this country after the last time Wall Street fucked us.
If you so when you go into the voting booth, are you going to vote for yourself, or will you vote for Obama or Romney?
Well, you know, everybody has to ask themselves big moral questions, and you know, of course, I plan to vote for myself, because I do think that I'm the only candidate who isn't bought and sold and full of shit. And but you know, it depends. You know, of course, even though I think they're basically the same, I think Obama's better than Romney. I think that he's 2% better.
Mm-hmm. What if you actually? What if something bizarre happened and you actually become president?
Then this country would be on its way to prosperity and peace and freedom. If I was president, believe me, there's no way that I know exactly how to fix every problem, and I know exactly how to do it, and I do it immediately, like they did it in Iceland. Read about Iceland, Howard. They kicked out the Fed, the Federal Reserve, and their economy is booming after 3 months because there's nobody there just stealing their damn money.
Well, I read that part of your platform is if you really do become president, you're going to drone attack Tom Arnold's house. What did you ask Willie Nelson to be your vice president?
I did, and he accepted.
He did, because the report I got was that he turned you down.
No. First he turned me down, and then he accepted. And I was so happy when he accepted my campaign and everything, and then like 1 hour later he withdrew.
So you still don't have a running mate?
I want some of the shit he's smoking.
Yeah. Do you smoke a lot of weed? Because there were a lot of references that you smoke weed.
You know what, Howard? I have glaucoma, and I have medical marijuana. In California, it's legal.
Do you really have glaucoma, or is that just sort of something you got your doctor to go along with?
Well, it was cured, but she's still treating
right. Well, she's treating it.
I'm almost all but blind in my left eye now, and you know, I probably have to have surgery and all kinds of crazy stuff. My eyes are, you know, nothing.
I didn't know that. I'm sorry to hear that. Are you baked like 24 hours a day? Is it that much pot use?
Oh no, I only I take about one drag in the morning, Howard. I don't do it in the afternoon or at night.
Why the morning? That gets you sort of...
I have to read a lot in the morning, you know.
So you're saying it really does alleviate the symptoms of glaucoma?
Yeah, you have a lot of pressure in your eyes, and it does relieve it, and you can see better. But also, I just found out I also have cataracts. Christ, now I'm talking about how goddamn old I am. But can you believe cataracts?
It's depressing, isn't it?
Oh, it's just so fucking depressing. I guess I needed a laugh, and you know, loved being around people laughing. The audience was wonderful, and
and talk to me about the decision. Take me through this decision, because I had Tom Arnold on my show, I'd say about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. And by the way, Tom did a really good job being on the show. He was witty, he was funny, he got people laughing. He was talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger and his time.
You know, I'm glad people like him and think he's funny now. When we were married, everybody was saying he wasn't funny.
You're right. And I was one of them.
Maybe we would have got along better if we hadn't had all that pressure constantly saying, you know, that he's not funny and all that shit, which I felt they were just coming after me anyway. But yeah, he is funny.
But did that influence you in your relationship with him? Like, when enough people keep saying he's just using Roseanne for her money, he's not funny, he's a user, he has no talent of his own, do you start to actually believe the people who are saying that?
No, I never believed it, because you know, he was, you know, I knew he was funny. I hired him to write for me. That's how we, you know, made a relationship. But you know, it did affect us, like you know, that kind of stuff does affect couples. And
damn right it does.
You know, it made him feel real bad, and then he, you know, he would get mean about it, but he directed at me. So that's what ruined it.
Yeah, I've apologized to him.
Don't tell them. He'd go, you call them and tell them I am funny, you know, and he'd like be screaming until I did pick up the phone and go, hey, I want you to, and then he'd write down what I was supposed to say, or else, you know, he'd just be screaming like, so I go, I want you to know, and, you know, part of me, of course, I wanted to defend him, but, you know, it was just like, that was what my marriage was like, walking on eggshells. Anytime anybody said anything, I knew that, you know, there was going to be emotional price to pay. Like a lot of people who have unhappy, what do you call it? Spouses, you know, it makes your life fucking hell.
Yeah, you know, I never even stopped to consider that. Like all of the shitty thing, and I count myself among them, and I've apologized to Tom about this, because you know.
Well, hey, I thank you because I'm damn glad I ain't married to that son of a bitch anymore.
Yeah, right. I know. But in a way, when you saw him at the roast,
yeah,
was there a part of you that still loved him?
I thought his head was fucking huge. I couldn't believe how big his head got.
Well, it seems like he's done some plastic surgery, right?
I have no idea. We haven't even talked in 19 years. I'll tell you, when he was coming on, you know, first we heard that he did not want to do it, right?
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, he was on my show, and I forget if we talked about it off the air or on the air.
No, it was on the air.
It was on the. He said something to me. If Roseanne asked me to do it, would you think I should do it? Was that it, Robin? How did it go down?
It somehow came up like that, and he was saying, "Well, I don't think she wants to see me. I would do it, but I don't think she is open to it."
Yeah, he asked my opinion. Yeah, go ahead, Gary.
I remember because TMZ had reported that they had asked him, and I remember him saying that he wasn't sure that he wanted to do it. He thought that it was bad for his mental health, that he was like in a good place, and he wasn't sure he wanted to stir all that up again.
Yeah, that's what it was. I think he was really nervous and sort of scared to sort of see you, and I don't blame him.
You know, but then he started calling. Then he gave a call over to Comedy Central, and he told them, you know, he would be happy. He would be very happy to do it if asked.
Yeah, well, I kind of said to him, I said, Tom, it will be the greatest showbiz moment to see you and Roseanne. I said, if you can get through it, and if you can, you know, go there with a good spirit, it will be phenomenal.
Well, you know, at first he said he would, like Willie Nelson. Then the next day he said he wouldn't. Then the next day his publicist said they wouldn't let him. I called him, you know, and I left a message on his phone, and I said, hey, you know, you have my personal guarantee that it's not going to get ugly. None of this roast is going to be ugly and filthy. You know, I at least, you know, I have control over that, and they're very gracious. And I give you my word that nothing, you know, to harm you or make you feel horrible or ruin your career or your life or anything like that is going to happen. And it's just a good opportunity for both of us to show the world that we've moved on, and this is a brand new day. And
but have you moved on?
My heart's in the right place, and I hope you'll show up and tell some jokes. Will be great.
Oh.
So then the next thing, people came in my, you know, but I want to say, you know, I thought it was a good enough roast without him, but I thought, well, everybody kept asking me, so why not give the fans what they want, right?
Well, your first reaction was, hey, I don't want him. He was the one guy you made a stipulation. I don't want him on the roast, right? That was your initial reaction.
No, I always thought, you know, that I would ask him.
Oh, you did?
You know, everybody wants to see that. So, I mean, my first thing is, you know, I want to entertain the audience, so you got to do what you got to do, right?
What do you think that is about performers, that you'll actually put your own mental health at risk just to please the audience?
I wasn't putting my mental health at risk at all.
Well, seeing him again might set you off in the sense that, like, you go, oh, what the fuck? You know, I'm done with this guy. I don't want to be a part of this guy anymore. But you know what? Fuck it. It's going to be great television. I'll put myself through it.
Well, I knew that. I knew that it wasn't going to, like, and I know I don't have any emotional investment in it whatsoever, so I knew it wasn't going to upset me unless, you know, he took off after me, but I knew he was smarter than that because, you know, I figured the first time when he said no, it's because he can't take the retort, and, you know, it's a harsh retort.
Right.
But, you know, he took it, so I thought that was brave. But afterwards, you know, I thanked him, and I said, well, onward and upward. Good luck to you in your life. And, you know, it's a good thing. Also, you know, all the shit going on in our country, all this hate, I sort of thought, hey, if I can have this moment and show it, you know, maybe I'll influence other people. Get past old shit, you know, even politically, countries, maybe there can, I say in my act, or when I follow them, I said, you know, I realized that if I could bury my roiling, boiling, ceaseless hatred for Tom Arnold, there could maybe be peace in the Middle East.
Yeah, no, I remember. I mean, it was such a vicious hatred in the sense that you even said, hey, he took millions of dollars of mine that I had in a box or something. I don't remember the exact story you told me. But, you know, you felt he had stolen from you. And so I guess my question was, gee, when you really go through something like that and you still kind of harbor those feelings and you finally just kind of wipe this guy out of your mind, you don't have to see him anymore, this, that, and the other thing, you kind of put that all aside to please the audience, and that's what's crazy about performers, myself included. There's sometimes I'll do stuff I don't even want to do, but I know it'll be great television or radio.
Yeah, you're right there. And, you know, comics and stuff, we'll do anything for a laugh. I mean, of course, we've all embarrassed ourselves at some point, but that's just part of it. We're open people and honest.
But Tom's very well off now. Do you think he should pay you back?
Yeah, I do.
Yep. Yeah, I know you do.
I sure do.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'm saying
that's my kid's money. He definitely should pay me back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like so, but somehow you put that aside, and even after the roast, It would have been awkward if you didn't go up to him and say anything. So you walked over to him. He didn't walk over to you.
No, he went backstage, and I came backstage, and I just, I said, I really, think you were brave, and you really did great. Your jokes were good.
Did he go to hug you? Did he hug you?
Well, no, of course he did that, but that was on the stage.
I see. But when you were backstage, did he shake your hand or hug you?
No, but I patted him on the lapel there, and I said, "Onward and upward, Tom. Let's roll. Let's go."
There was a report that backstage he tried to steal your purse. Is that true?
No, I didn't have a purse.
You did not have a purse.
No.
You didn't have to bring
it. After he was done and he came off the stage, I was like, "Oh no, that was an awkward moment." And I just kind of held my hand up so he could kiss my my hand like the Pope or something.
Right.
But he went for the full hug, and I was like, "Oh God." That one I was a little scared of, but it was okay. There wasn't no dagger in his hand for my back or anything.
So when we watch the roast of Roseanne Sunday night at 10 o'clock on Comedy Central, we're going to see Tom hugging you.
You know what you're going to see, though? You're going to fucking see so many funny comics, with great jokes. And, Gilbert, he just put me away. Gilbert made me almost fall on the floor and pee my pants.
Yeah, Gilbert is a great roaster.
Yeah,
he's a great comic.
Yeah.
He called you Rosella.
Everybody was funny.
He called you Rosella.
Rosella was the funniest damn thing I've ever heard in my life. I couldn't get my breath.
Did you wait?
You know who was really funny was that new girl, Amy Schumer.
Amy is really funny.
She's terrific. In fact, she said of you, "I was surprised you were running for president. I just thought a lot of people couldn't picture you like running."
That was a lot of those kind of jokes. But those are funny. I didn't at any time feel that it had gone below into the toilet level like I've seen it do before.
Is it true that Sharon Stone was booked for the roast and then canceled?
Well, you know what? She's doing a movie, and they moved their movie schedule, so it wasn't, she couldn't get out of the movie, so, she apologized and all that stuff.
You believe she's actually doing a movie?
Well, that's what we were told.
I see. So there was
that's what I was telling you, Howard. There are a lot, and it's often very...
She's loonier and shit. I would have had a great retort for her.
Yeah.
But Carrie Fisher was on there, and boy, was she funny.
Yeah, everyone seemed to do a good job. Everyone, from what I'm hearing about it and reading about it, it seems like it's going to be a good night.
But oftentimes, a lot of attractive women will back out.
Yeah. Well, why do attractive women back out? Because they think
they're afraid. They can't take it.
They can't take it. Yeah.
Taking the retort is like the hardest thing on earth.
You're absolutely right, because Sharon Stone, who is known for her great beauty, people are going to take shots at her saying your beauty is faded, and they really don't have a sense of humor about it.
Well, Sharon can deliver a punchline, believe it or not, and I think she was very excited to be there. She was, but they just moved the schedule and she couldn't. So
is she a good friend of yours?
She's a good friend-ish.
Is it true that you and John Goodman have been signed to do another sitcom together?
Well, no. We did that pilot and they didn't like it.
Okay.
But I suppose we could do that again anytime we wanted to, but, you have to question all that stuff. Plus, we're so damn old, but I'll tell you, the one we did, the one pilot, the week we worked together, it was just a blast. It's just a wonderful, wonderful, fun, great time.
When you talk about that menopause has killed your sex drive, are you joking, or are you saying that, you've completely dried up and you don't have sex with your man anymore?
Well, I'll do it once in a while, but I do try to get out of it.
You do? Because why? Because it's just, in other words, you look at a guy now and it's like, oh, why bother?
When you get old, you'll find out. I guess they got Viagra for old men, which that should be illegal. But,
right.
Your body
it's not
changes,
fair.
and, you're just kind of, Christ, you're too damn tired.
You dry up, right? I mean, in other words, it's hard to lubricate.
Jesus, Howard.
Come on, Roseanne. Let people know.
Well, yes, that is part of it, but that's just a symptom of it. The real problem is that, it's just, your get up and go just gets up and goes.
Well, maybe you should just save yourself for sex. Stop doing all that other stuff.
Yeah, that's it.
I know, that's kind of what my boyfriend suggests.
Does your boyfriend say to you, look, Roseanne, I have needs, and, try to do something. Blow me, do something for me. I mean, to just sort of dry up on him and not go anywhere with it. I mean, that is unfair to him, isn't it?
Well, I try to be a good girlfriend.
Right.
Christ, it's hard, I don't know. I'd rather have pie and just sleep and try to fix the goddamn world.
If Willie Nelson isn't your running mate, who is?
My running mate is Cindy Sheehan.
And what is she, an actress?
Cindy Sheehan, hon. Remember the woman who she lost her son Casey in Iraq, and she occupied George Bush down there in Crawford, Texas.
The Iraq War protester.
Yes.
Yeah, so she's your running mate. All right.
Yeah.
All right, so listen, I've got the whole story now. Let's review.
Okay.
We first want to say she showed America that she can get past things and reunited with Tom Arnold for television's sake. She did it. She sat like Jesus. She sacrificed herself for you, so you should want.
Actually, he had some great jokes, and he was real funny.
Yeah, well, that's. Did it bother you when he started to have real success? When he was in True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger, he was having a major career. Did it irk you in some way? Like, did you become, I don't want to say jealous, but just like, oh, I don't want to see him do well?
Not at all. No, I'm the one who, I'm the one who, like, took all the shots so that he did get famous. And, you know, he just kind of turned into a monster at that point.
He did?
So, but I didn't begrudge the work I personally had done to get him.
How did he turn into a monster at that point?
Huh?
How did he turn into a monster at that point? Was he difficult to work with?
Oh, I don't know what he was like to work with, but he was impossible to be married to or live with.
Wow. And who has more money now? I would still think you have more money than Tom, but I don't know.
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know how much. He's done 50 movies. I don't know.
Do you think he might have more money than you?
Probably. That's the way shit goes, isn't it?
Well, you have to think, though, he had a couple of other marriages where he didn't sign prenups, remember?
Oh,
Is
that's
that right?
Yeah. He might be cleaned out, too.
Well, I don't know. I do wish him well. You know, he told my boyfriend on the show, he said, whatever you do, stay with her. She's a horrible wife, but she makes an even worse ex-wife.
Right. Do you really wish him well? Seriously, if I gave you the power now to wish him well or to wish him ill, what would you wish him?
Of course, I wish everyone well.
You do?
Of course. Otherwise, you know, I'd have all that hate inside me, and I'd be a miserable old bitch, and I'm not.
Right. Did you always know that your TV daughter was gay? Was that a shock to you?
Who, Sarah?
Sarah, yeah. I know Sarah now. I've been on her show.
Yes, I always knew she was gay because she liked Jodie Foster movies.
That's the sign, right? That's how you know.
I used to make fun of her. I'm like, come on, Jodie Foster. Especially after Jodie Foster did that one movie where she played the grand same here. That one where she couldn't even talk.
Nell.
Right, Nell. Right.
Anybody who liked that movie, you know, they were definitely you know, they were undecided on their sexuality and their humanity.
Why was no one from your former huge hit sitcom on the roast? Do they not like you? Do they not get along with you? Why was Sarah not there? Why? I mean, Tom, of course, was a writer there, but aside from Tom, I mean, Sandra Bernhard. I'm trying to think who else was on the show. Tom Goodman. Where the hell was he?
John Goodman.
John Goodman, not Tom.
You know, they were all asked, and you know, people had other commitments, or you know, or they're, you know what it is, Howard. You know this, I think.
Okay.
Everybody's got a publicist.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, they're really Satan's hordes.
Yes.
They really do all. They're all like, you know, it's all just image. And
do you have a publicist?
Yeah, but he's not like they are.
Well,
and everybody's like, you can't do that because you won't look this and that. I mean, obviously, my publicist doesn't give a shit what I do.
Right.
But, you know, I think they stop them and they say, oh, you're going to get up there and you're going to get called names. People, again, Howard, you know, you got to have a thick skin and, you know, a good sense of humor about yourself to take the retort. And a lot of people in Hollywood, as you know, Howard, they don't have a sense of humor about themselves, and they're like overly sensitive, big whining fucking babies.
Right. No, you make a good point. I mean, it's a hard thing to take. So, okay.
You don't want to put yourself out there to just be knocked when you're trying real hard to get a job, and that's the other part of it too. And why I asked Comedy Central, could we not like have people walking away feeling slimed?
Right.
So, you know, they did a good job, and they let me bring in some new writers, and they got some new writers, and I noticed a few of them were women, and that's a big step up there for Comedy Central, and I was glad they did it. And I think they should continue looking at hiring more women writers.
Roseanne, should Romney have to release his tax returns?
Not only should he have to do that, yes, absolutely. He should give back every dime he stole from the American people. There'd be no problem in this country whatsoever. Everybody would be living great.
And will you release your tax returns? I
No.
know there's a big call for no.
Hell no.
You won't do it.
Well, I mean, if I have to, I will. But I mean, I'm not stealing any federal money, and Romney, there's questions of that, but certainly I've never even been within 5 feet of where they got all the money hidden over there in Washington.
You feel Romney stole from the American people?
I think he stole from God and the world. I think the guy's like the biggest friggin' thief that ever lived, and he's self-righteous about it on top of it.
Listen, Roseanne, you've said it all. You've said it all.
Mm-hmm. Not all.
You're close to. All right, that's true. You got a little shy when it came to menopause and drying up.
Well, because I have grandsons, Howard.
Listen, they need to know about this. One day they're going to get old.
They're only 2 or 3.
They need to know about drying up.
When they were 5, my one grandson said to my boyfriend, he goes, "Why you want to have sex with an old lady like my granny?"
That's nice. Way to throw you under the bus. Listen, it's great talking to you. Come see us when you're in New York.
Yeah, I really appreciate both of you. You're doing great, and thanks for having me.
All right, I love having you on.
Good to talk to you.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
All right, bye, Roseanne. That's Roseanne. I don't know if she's saying Roseanne Barr anymore. Maybe she went back to it. For a while, she wasn't Roseanne Barr.
Well, was she just a one-name person, Roseanne?
She went to. Remember when you went to Ophelia? That's where she got the idea. Yeah, go ahead.
Roseanne Barr.
Roseanne Barr. Yeah, she's back.
She was Roseanne Barr.
All right. Listen, for a while it wasn't.
The TV show was Roseanne.
Yeah, I was thinking there was a time when Robin tried to change her name to Roseanne Quivers. Didn't fly.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
I'm Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, Baba Booey. And on Monday's wrap-up show, we talked about Warren Sapp, NFL legend. He came in here and talked about a variety of things. He talked about what it's like to have sex and how it can't hold out that long. But then we talked about some football stuff, too. Had a great moment where we talked about what it's like to sack the quarterback. Anyway, here's what happened on the wrap-up show.
I want to start off with Warren Sapp. Gary, before he came in, I was talking about it's always great when Howard interviews a football player, a professional sports player, because he doesn't really follow it. Yet you end up hearing more and learning more about the athlete than you ever knew before.
The thing that makes Howard great with athletes is because he doesn't know a lot about sports, there's no hero worship. So it's not, oh my God, Warren Sapp here. So Howard's like, oh, there's a football player here that people say is pretty good, and he seems very interesting. So there's none of that like, oh my God, I saw you when you were in Miami, I saw you at the Super Bowl. So all that shit goes out the window. So all the interviews you've heard Warren Sapp do, this one's already different.
Do you think Warren is an angry guy?
I thought that the interview was contentious in a funny way.
What do you mean?
I mean that there were times where Warren seemed irritated by Howard, but because Howard didn't seem to have his facts right. And I mean, I never thought it was going to, come to anything, but he was like he was sort of mixing it up with Howard, not taking any shit from him.
Yeah, and I thought that made him an interesting guest.
Absolutely.
But do you remember that draft when he was just plummeting in the NFL and eventually got picked by Tampa?
Vaguely. Who was the number one pick in that draft?
Oh, God, I don't know. It was 95? I don't remember. Will, you should probably come down with that. But I do know. I know that's the year the Jets took Kyle Brady before Warren Sapp.
Yes, of course. But I do have a major.
John Carter. That's who it was.
I have a major connection with Warren. We were talking about today. He and I did Hollywood Squares together, and we spent the whole day together. And at the time, this had to be like 99, 2000 or something like that. And he gave me a cell phone number. He said, "I really want to do Howard Stern show." After we went to break, he got up and he said, "There's only 2 people I've ever wanted to be on this show: you and Letterman." And now I've done that. So he had given me his number, and I called him a bunch of times trying to get him on the show. It just never worked out.
I'm glad he came on today. Scott in Mississippi, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, John, how's it going?
Good, Scott. What's on your mind?
I'm glad Gary brought up the bounty scandal with the New Orleans Saints with him because, for a guy that says that he had a conspiracy theory on his draft pick, he sure does, and how people make up evidence. He sure didn't have a whole lot of opinion on that whenever he brought it up.
Well, I brought it up, and he said that he had a source that told him that J.𝗻𝗻 𝗪𝗁 was a whistleblower. That was it. What's the conspiracy theory?
Well, the fact that the NFL hadn't brought out any evidence against the Saints, except for like 200 pages that they claim to have 5,000, and he just didn't have a whole lot of opinion on the bounty scandal in general. Just the fact that he had
he did. I mean, we didn't ask him whether we thought it was wrong or right. He basically said, I think it's a bunch of bullshit. I don't need $1,000 isn't going to make me hit a guy any harder.
Which I thought was interesting. Like, that is, why are people offended by it? Was it the hit to injure somebody?
Yeah, right. In other words, you're giving somebody money if you can knock somebody out of a game. And even though football is an incredibly violent game, and even though people get hurt all the time, to say that you're going out there, I mean, I guess you could say, I'm going out there and I'm going to, play my best, but you can't say I'm going to go out there and,
But so the bounty wasn't just for a tackle, allegedly. It was for an actual injury?
It could be for a variety. If you knock a guy out.
If you knock somebody out of the game, you get X amount of dollars.
If a guy limps off the field, whatever it is, that sort of thing.
But, yeah, Warren made it very clear. He was like, look, the money's nothing at that point because they're all doing very well in the NFL. And I thought with 𝗪𝗁, he said he had a source and that was it, and kind of wanted to move off of that.
I will wonder, because Warren works for the NFL, right?
Right. Well,
he works for NFL Network now.
He was on NFL Network, and he's on a show on Showtime called Inside the NFL, which I believe the NFL controls pretty well, too, right?
He's not on Inside the NFL anymore.
But I'm saying, when I brought it up, he said, I'm on the NFL Network. He goes, he said it when he was on the NFL Network, but he got thrown off the show he didn't say it on.
Right.
That's the show he got tossed off of. But I thought I thought there was a lot of very interesting insight into football today. He kept bringing up the point, like, I play for pleasure on Sunday. It's the other 6 days they pay me. He goes, I go out there, that's pleasure. And his description of what it's like to beat a tackle and get to the quarterback and put him down, I thought was amazing.
Did you think he was going to be a bigger guy? I guess you had met him before, though.
And I think when I met him, he was a bigger guy.
Yeah. Well, he said he came out of high school.
Down.
He was 225 in high school, and he was over 300 when he was playing pro.
Right.
I mean, but he said he's smaller, but he was fast, and that's really why he was such an exceptional.
Well, and he made the joke, which I don't think Howard got. He goes, I feel like I'm a big guy with safety.
Yeah.
Did you guys understand what he said? What he was saying that would have been a motivation for making up drug reports about him?
No, I don't think nobody understood what he had a conspiracy theory.
He said there was 2 new teams.
He said Jacksonville and Carolina were the expansion teams he was talking about.
Right.
And he said, but he never explained what the reason would be. Like
why would help someone if he wasn't.
Well, he said that there had to be an explanation why one of those teams didn't take him.
Right.
But I don't know who would be behind that. So does it mean that neither one of those teams wanted him, so they colluded to have him lower so it didn't look bad for them?
I couldn't figure it out. I mean, in Jacksonville took 𝗪𝗪 and Carolina took Kerry Collins. So who knows? The bottom line is Tampa had a great draft, and they ended up winning the Super Bowl a few years later. Bobby in Jersey, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, now. How are you guys?
Hey, Bobby.
This is like a recurring theme that I listen, avid listener. Howard always talks about kind of prematurely going. He can't hold his own sexually. And today Warren said the same thing. It baffles my mind that men that have been having sex for so long, still can't hold off. I don't know. It's weird to me that someone, even like Warren, who's had so many people in his life, like still will admit to something like premature ejaculation. It's just very odd. I wanted to know what you guys thought about that.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I fall more into their category, and I do feel really immature about it. But then I guess there's a part of me that says I still get excited. And that's a good thing.
Right.
It's better than being not being able to, like, I would be much more embarrassed not to be able to get an erection.
I think when Dax and Bradley were in there, they talked about that too. Like, do you remember, Benji, who said that? Like, anybody who says they're going an hour, it's just not true.
Or I think Dax was saying that it's not like women, guys who don't understand women, that women don't want it that long.
I've heard women say, like, not porn women, but women that I know say, you don't want a guy fucking you for an hour. That's just ridiculous. And it's like, get on with it already.
But every time I think, okay, this is a time. This is a time I'm gonna make it last. I'm gonna and then.
Do you ever have one of those where you're just doing so well, and then as soon as you tell yourself you're doing well, that's the end of
it? Jeff in Pittsburgh, you're on the wrap-up show.
That's what I'm saying. That was a great interview. It was one of those interviews where you felt like 3 guys sitting around the kitchen table with a woman in the background being robbed, and it just turned out to be a great interview, man.
Yeah, it was really good. And by the way, You really need to see it on Howard TV because Will came over and he'll attest to this. Some of the faces that Warren was making, there was one time where Howard was talking about something and he had like this complete look of shock, and then he would have a look of anger. It was just he was making really funny faces.
Hey, it's Richie Wilson. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, there was a big discussion on who was omitted from my wedding invite list. A couple of guys from the radio side were a little pissed off. Lisa G wouldn't come down. And I think it all worked out well in the end because I defended myself and I explained why I cut those people off the list. So, check it out.
We're going to get into Richie Wilson's wedding list. Some people left off. Some people only actually 4 or 5 left off, mostly everybody included. I think on this show, the only way, not the only way, but almost the only way you find out how someone really feels about you is when these situations occur.
Well, I got a question for Richie. Did you see this bit coming?
Oh, yeah. You knew it was inevitable.
Right.
And when you're in it, Richie, I mean, you said yourself, you're black and white. You know, this is how you stand. If someone doesn't like you, you want to know. And I'm sure you feel the same way. If you don't like somebody, you're going to let them know.
They know.
So did any of this come as a surprise to anybody today?
Richie does let people know,
yes,
right?
Yes, he does.
Were there a lot of people here?
I mean, with everything, if I like a restaurant, if I like a movie, if I like this, it's
different
yes
with people.
No, but it's yes and no. I'm not going to.
People aren't restaurants.
But I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass or up anybody's ass and be smiling to their face and then not like them or talk shit behind their back.
I think that the one thing I would disagree with you about today is when you said it's black and white. It really isn't black and white. In other words, there's people that I like here, and there's people that I like more than others here. And the people that I don't like as much as others doesn't mean I don't like them. It just means I haven't gotten to know them as well. And so there's a lot. It's not black and white. I don't either love someone or hate someone. There is a middle ground.
There is. Okay, then there's like, indifferent, and don't like.
Well, no, there's like a little bit more. It's not like, indifferent, and hate.
But
I mean, it is to you,
okay,
maybe.
like Steve Brandano. I like Steve. I am very fond of Steve. But I think we have maybe 4 words a year to each other.
But okay,
you know what I mean? So, and I like Steve.
But you got to the point where there were 5 people.
Actually, no, there's more. There's more. Ralph's not on the list.
Is Tracy?
Millman, yes. Because Rachel and Tracy hang out a lot off the air with Richard Christie's wife, and all those girls hang out.
I totally understand me being off the list. Totally get that. I was surprised at Will and Steve because it just seems a little glaring. But I think that having done this, it's always glaring when you leave somebody off.
Yeah, Will, you seem surprised in the sense that not that you were left off, but like Jason and other people were included.
Yeah, no, I did not expect to be invited to the wedding. But then when I saw that everybody else was invited, I go, okay, this is a message that he doesn't like you.
No, I like Will. There has to
just
be
not enough to invite him.
Cutoff line at some point. Like, okay, why wasn't I invited to your wedding?
I invited probably 3 guys from Howard TV. I didn't invite anybody from our news department.
That's all he invited from your office. 3
What
guys.
do you mean?
He invited John, Jason,
Scott the engineer,
all the on-air people,
Tracy. Basically, all the people that his wife had a relationship. Did you invite anyone from the office that you wanted there?
Initially, the whole horseshoe, I was going to say no as a whole to.
What's a horseshoe?
The
bullpen
area. Yeah, no as a whole to.
Right.
And Rachel was like, listen, I want John there. I've had a relationship with John. John's a great guy. I want him there. And then I said, okay, anybody else? And she said, Jason. I emailed Jason a lot. Every time I see him, we have a great time together. I want Jason there. And I said, great.
Jason, good friends.
Yeah, I was sort of surprised by that too.
Every time she's up here, they get like a little chatter group going.
Howard,
the 2 of them.
Rachel Fine, Richie Wilson. Yeah, no, I like her. She helps me out with the website. We talk dipping sauces all the time. She actually. I went to go see her last year sing in the city, and actually I think that made Richie and I better friends because then we found out we both watched the same TV shows, and you know.
And so what's your relationship with Benji? Because Benji's always the wild card.
See, it's interesting. This is going to be fun. Benji got an invite without a +1. Benji got a solo invite.
Because I date Rachel.
No, Benji, is that insulting to you in any way?
Well, yeah, because I have a girlfriend, and that's a serious girlfriend.
And I'll be honest about that.
You don't want? Is it specifically you don't want her there?
We had 3 interactions with Elisa. 2 of them were extremely unpleasant.
Well,
do you know about that?
Well, when I didn't get a +1,
and we also don't want the Benji. We don't want the Benji and Elisa show.
But Benji, did you know that there were 2 unpleasant interactions with your girlfriend and Rachel and Richie?
I don't know. If you want to, I don't know.
The first one was the night you brought her to Rick's to introduce her to a bunch of people, and she was very cold and rude to everybody there that night. And the second one was the Christmas party where she was just extremely rude to everybody.
Well, she was weird. I don't know that she was rude. She was odd.
No, but like when people said hello, it was hi and gave out like the like the bent hand.
Yeah, but she was. I look at her. She was under the hypnotic shtick coma of Benji.
She was in shtick coma.
Well, I wasn't gonna make a big deal, but when I didn't get a +1, I wasn't gonna go because I took that as a intentional.
And we
slight.
figured that you were not going to come.
That's the best invite ever. So if I ever been, he won't come.
So it was intentional.
No, but we figured we didn't want Elisa there. But we figured if we did that, Benji wasn't going to come. But we like Benji, and we wanted to invite Benji, but we knew.
But I think, I don't know, you're being very insulting to my girlfriend, who is a wonderful person. And if you don't like her, that's fine.
I'm just going by the interactions I've had. They've been unpleasant.
But you realize it's hard to split a couple up. In other words,
I know.
You would be insulted if you were invited and someone said they didn't want Rachel.
If Benji got invited and invited myself and not Rachel, I wouldn't go either.
All right, I do want to talk about one other thing, because the thing that I found most interesting this morning, like I said, I did not expect to be invited. When he said why Will wasn't invited, he had, I thought, a fairly reasonable explanation, same for Steve. But Lisa G, flat out, you just don't like Lisa G.
No, she's a dud. Come on. You want somebody that was going to be fun. And we listen, in the past, especially in the past few months with the way she's been on the show, with her whole, she wants to be paid for everything. She just left.
But are you basing this on the show or a personal relationship?
Both. She leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Right, so you don't like her.
Yeah, pretty much, and she and she knows that. It's.
Does she? I got the impression when I saw her today that she might have learned it for the first time.
Oh no, she knows.
This came as a surprise to Lisa?
I think so. I went back to the office because I dropped off a piece of paper, and I just I said, "Were you surprised?" She's like, a little.
𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗏, are you offended that you're one of the few who are not invited to the Wilson Fine affair?
Well, Richie and I have known each other for a while, and I didn't really expect to be invited. I love Richie. I have no problems with him. I think we get along great, and we're just not. We don't hang out afterwards. If we hang out, it's comfortable. But we just don't spend a lot of time.
I will tell you this, Richie.
I would invite Tim. If I spend more time with Tim, he'd be on there in a second.
By the way, I honestly think a lot of Richie's stuff. I think there's a lot of jealousy against my girlfriend. I think Rachel is threatened by my girlfriend and jealous.
Not at
all. And I like Rachel.
And
a lot.
Not at all threatened or
Don't worry
jealous.
about it, Richie. Tim won't go anyway.
Two of the encounters I found jealousy, and one I found pleasant.
No, now we're doing the Benji shtick.
Steve,
I'm not going to get into that.
No, I'm telling you, girls are very jealous of my girlfriend because she's very hot, and it makes a lot of girls very jealous.
She is very hot.
I know you were wondering, why are you on this list?
I'll say this with people in this room, and I don't know how that goes, but I was not expecting to get invited to Richie's wedding, and what he said on the air is what I would expect. The problem is I know there's been contention with Gary in the past. Even Will, and there's been friction with Will and Richie, and I know that he doesn't like Lisa G. So with that math, that's what worries me, because then I'm either.
No, you're the exception. You're
okay, but then by that,
I understand your point. I understand your point.
Okay, all right. Because everybody else, like he said, if Lieberman's going and Scott and JD and blah blah blah. And
I mean, Lieberman's only been here for 9 months.
Yeah, so then I was just the guy that got left off, which it wouldn't be the first time.
But I also interact with Lieberman a lot more, and Rob Martin I work with all the time, and I hang out with Rob.
You work with everyone here all the time.
But I hang out with Rob. Rob and I are friends.
Look, when you say you hang out, where do you guys hang out? What would you do?
Drinking. We go out to bars. I set him up on a date with a friend of mine.
Wait, hold on, guys. Will, what do you want to say?
No, I was just going to say, you can be honest. If it's because you don't like me, I know you say you don't like Gary, then that's fine. But I just wish you would say that rather than.
Right, you say you would tell somebody. So
I like you, Will. I like you. I don't know what the problem is. I like you.
Well, we also heard the comment too that it was very black and white. Right, that's what worries me too. How could that be?
If I like you, I don't like you. And I like you, Will. I don't. Right. I mean, I do. I like you a lot. and I mean, there was that one time where you may have thought I was being cold, and you called me out on it, and it really made me say, "Oh shit, maybe I was being a little off to Will," and I felt bad about it. Right. And I made a conscious effort not to, because I like you.
Did because you like Steve? Do people in different groups, if Steve's rank of if someone in the TV room. Would they have to have the same? If they had the same rank of
Howard TV guy's not invited to the
No, what I'm saying is,
who are the Howard TV guys?
Is the threshold of for Steve the same as someone in the Howard TV room, or do you have different?
But I also spend a lot more time with the Howard TV guys than I do with Steve.
So it is safe to say that you like me more than some of the guys that are invited that work for Howard TV?
No, Howard TV. A lot of Howard TV guys aren't invited. The only Howard TV guys that are coming, like the guys I've been around with.
Is Phelan coming?
Oh, yeah. I've known Phelan for 15 years.
So Phelan and Ganji.
Exactly.
I think what Steve is saying is there anyone from the Howard TV room that you invited because you worked alongside them for so long that maybe you actually like Steve better?
No, there's nobody that got an invite just because I worked with them for a long time.
You don't like me, then. That's
I like Steve. No, everybody from Howard TV that I invited are people that I either have worked with for years or I've hung out with outside of work for a lot of.
I will give you one piece of small advice if you want to hear it. Just having been down this road myself. Not inviting somebody as high a caliber as Tim, but inviting their right arm, which I'm assuming McClure's invited, right?
because Liza and Rachel are very good friends.
Big mistake. For whatever reason, I'm not. Sometimes there were people invited to my wedding that had to be invited. It's just the way life works.
But it's our wedding.
I got it. It was my wedding too.
Wedding.
No, I got it, and I'm just saying.
We should be able to invite who we want.
You will, and you may pay the price for it down the road.
Okay.
One last question. How did Tabitha Stevens make the cut?
Exactly.
Because Tabitha
That's
and
insulting.
I have been friends for years. We email, we text. We're always in contact with each other.
Isn't it fun making lists, Richie?
I know.
Oh, yeah.
And I sympathize on that level.
You went
because
through
it's
this.
obnoxious, but, and then the best part is a year from now, the list could be completely different.
That's right.
Exactly. And you know what? In 10 years, we'll probably look at those pictures and go, who the fuck is that person?
I just celebrated my 20th anniversary, and I turned around to Mary and go, what the fuck is her name? And Mary's I couldn't remember. And I was like, what was that guy's name? Remember, we were such good friends with him and his girlfriend, and we couldn't remember their names.
Why isn't Steve Brandano in any of these photos?
20 years ago, you're going to look back at those photos and go, wow, remember when Jason was skinny? That's going to be scary. That's going to be scary. Hey, another tip. Tim writes a mean check. So, if there is an open spot.
But like, there must have been people you invited that you knew you had to invite when it comes to like family. You had to invite some. You're telling me.
Well, my family is very small. You can fit.
Right, but I'm saying there's cousins and aunts and uncles that you know this, right? You have to invite them, and you invite them, and you're sitting there going, I can't believe I have to have my fucking cousins from wherever when there's a friend at work I'd rather have. But that's just the way it goes.
I had a section of the room devoted to people I didn't want at my wedding. It was like 3 tables in the back left corner. If you were sitting there, that's like the Scott Salem section of the. Not at my wedding, the Scott Salem section, but general. Right. We call the Scott Salem section the place where the duds section.
Right, I know what you're saying.
I was at the table at Howard's wedding, right next to Scott Salem.
Oh, I know you guys were bitter about that. Who was at the table? Was you and Jason at Scott Salem?
No, not me. I had prime real
Jason
estate.
had a different table.
So who were you at the table? You at Scott Salem, Haji, the kid with one leg.
I don't even know if I want to get into the names who are at the table, but
Will
you can definitely tell you're on the potpourri table.
Will was in a different restaurant.
Yeah, exactly. Well then,
Ken, you're on the wrap-up show.
As far as Lisa's concerned, Richie, you couldn't have made a clearer statement. I mean, you said, Gary and I have had some run-ins. You said, Steve and I don't hang out. You said Will didn't invite me to his wedding, but you just flat out said, would you invite her?
When you're making a list, again, as somebody else speaking from experience, like what happens is, for me anyway, you go over and then you start looking for what are quote unquote the easier cuts. And, a guy like, Lisa G, where, hey, if you had an endless budget and an endless party, sure, she's on the list, but okay, you got to start making cuts.
I don't think she would be on Richie's list.
Well, maybe
not.
Yeah, like in other words, if the room were 250, Lisa and I still ain't coming, correct?
You would.
Wow.
See?
But I feel honored and bad for Lisa.
Here's the thing.
We should try and get Lisa.
The place holds 150. We invited 200.
Right.
And we're hoping that a lot of people cancel, and they're actually coming.
Right.
So we could be seriously fucked.
Oh, we used to. My running joke was when you get the card back from somebody that's not coming, it's like ka-ching. It's like they're making money.
We purposely invited people. Rachel has relatives in Australia and England, so they're the ones that we knew weren't going to come. So we had to invite them. Are they coming? Anyway, and now they're coming. We're like, oh shit.
Quick question. Like in the tournament, the basketball college tournament, it's last 4 in, last 4 out. So we're on that last 4 out list. So
maybe
I'm just trying to figure out where that line was. Who like were you putting Jason and I together and saying, all right, one of these guys can't make it. Here's the upside and downside on both of them.
I wasn't doing that. I was just like, okay, is there anybody that we didn't invite? And Rachel was like, I like John and Jason a lot. And I was like, well, then it is everybody in that whole general bullpen area.
She said, fuck
then. And yeah, she said, fuck those guys. I hate them.
I mean, I was clearly, and I'm thrilled to be going. Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it. You're my boy.
Regret that
but, I got an email from Richie about 2 weeks ago saying, hey, man, what's your address? And I figured that it was for the wedding. So that just proves, I wasn't on the early draft of the wedding list. So that just proves I came in later. And by the way, I did crunch the numbers. Richie would have to get married in Giant Stadium for Lisa G to be invited to the wedding.
What did you guys think of Fred's reaction today when the save the date came up?
I understood what Howard was saying. And again, I think Fred reacted a little too quickly. If you get a save the date card, I would say that's a really good shot that you're invited. So when he said, I don't know if I'm invited, he could have even said, I think Fred, if he would have said, I got to save the date card. And Howard goes, oh, and that would have been it. But he goes, well, I'm not sure if I'm invited. And Howard goes, well, you either got an invitation or you didn't. It's a miscommunication, and Howard loves to exploit that.
I have a feeling that Fred didn't know if the invitation came.
Well, it may not have.
Actually,
but it might have, and he might have not even known that Allison might have got it, never even mentioned it to him yet.
Before Richie even speaks, here's another thing, John. I don't know if you remember when you get married. Did you send your invitations out in waves?
I'm trying to remember.
Like first wave, you wait a week, you see what comes back. Second wave, I think we had a first wave and a second wave. Is my small recollection of that.
I think we sent them all out in one shot, like family and friends. But we had, like Richie was saying, we knew, or at least we thought, some people weren't going to come.
Right, I think we waited to make sure some people weren't going to come to send out the second wave. Is my vague recollection. You sent yours all out at once?
Well, a week apart. But
why a week apart?
Just that we had to get those dinky heart stamps we
Yeah,
had to go
buy
and buy
stamps.
more of and all
But
that
it had
stuff.
nothing to do with
nothing like aid.
There was no
aid plus
hierarchy.
No. They all just. Fred, by the time he got to save the date and the invite was mailed, he moved, and that's what happened.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah, within like a 3-month time span.
John and Glenhead, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hello?
Hey, John.
Hey, how are you? Hey, Gary, it's John from the Vineyard.
Hey, John, what's up?
How are you? 2 quick points. Number one, I've been in the Mr. Munt's company many a times, Ronnie. I'm tired of people picking on him. He's such a gentleman.